you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
If you want to save more.
If you want a butcher who knows more.
If you want fewer aisles and more value.
Less quantity, more quality.
If you want more of this.
And this.
And this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
With 16 bays and several trained technicians, Bill & Ray's operates the finest diesel engine repair and towing service in Southeast Iowa. They perform complete engine repair, electronic diagnostics on all types of engines, drivetrain rebuilding, fleet service, and motor coach repair, along with 24-hour wrecker service with no limit on travel radius. Bill & Ray's will get you back on the road. Bill & Ray's, Highway 23 Oskaloosa, and proud supporter of Oski Indians activities.
My name is Amanda Seeley, and I've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office for 15 years now. I'm a mother of 3 little boys, and since having them, they've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office in Oski Dental. It's been really seamless. I expected a little few hiccups, but he just has this approach that they're very comfortable again. You're the best! We're going to shoot for being a lifelong patient.
Every morning before my family and I head out the door for the day, we tell each other to be the one. It's a challenge we make to each other to step up and show kindness when we have the opportunity. I'm Mike Sitzma, a funeral director here at Bates Funeral Chapel. I see families in some of their toughest times. However, I get to see our community at its best through the outpouring of love and support they show those affected by loss. I challenge you to join me and my family to look for opportunities daily to be the one.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Call State Farm agent Wendell Campbell at 641-673-4462.
Come experience Penn Central Mall. With a variety of shops, services, restaurants, and more, Penn Central is the place to go for all your shopping and entertainment needs. Grab a gourmet grilled cheese at Wonder Lunch, shop the latest trends at Maurice's, find the perfect gift at Gardner Collier, or enjoy a night out with ice cream and retro arcade games at Old School Pinball and Arcade. Penn Central also has numerous public events scheduled throughout the year to provide fun for the whole family. Find them on Facebook to stay up to date with deals and upcoming events. Walk, shop, enjoy. Penn Central Mall.
When he's not nursing residents with special needs, James' passion is improving his family residence. Hillary? When she's not teaching undergrads, she's cooking up fun for Carson and Owen. The local home loan experts at Midwest One help them buy their home, pay down principal, make improvements, and build up equity. Their local mortgage service was so easy and affordable that James and Hillary even referred a friend. For local mortgage service, choose Simply Better Banking from Midwest One.
At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health.
Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good, on or off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab. Kinetic Edge offers friendly and knowledgeable professionals who will get to know you and your goals, to help you get back to doing what you love in no time. Find out more at kineticedgept.com.
Edward
Jones is a proud sponsor of the Oskaloosa Indians on the Indians Network.
I'm financial advisor Jennifer Main.
I'm financial advisor Austin Norris.
I'm financial advisor Amber Coffey.
I'm financial advisor Jason Rosenboom.
I am financial advisor Brandon Kane.
I'm financial advisor Michael Bush.
Call us today at 1-800-ED-JONES or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
At Gardner Collier Jewelry, our goal has always been to provide you with the very best jewelry for your money. From plain gold wedding bands to the most exquisite diamond ring, Gardner Collier has it. Our huge selection is sure to exceed your expectations, and our service is second to none. From sterling silver fashion jewelry to the one-of-a-kind diamond fashion piece, Gardner Collier can fill your jewelry desires. For the very best value in fine jewelry, choose Gardner Collier, Quincy Place Mall, Ottumwa, and Penn Central Mall, Oskaloosa.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
For nearly 40 years, Musco has specialized in the design and manufacture of sports and large area lighting solutions. From neighborhood ball fields to international speedways, Musco is committed to providing cost-effective lighting solutions and services you can rely on. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting, we make it happen.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
Stop out at STEM Garden Center and Nursery for all your outdoor needs. STEM Garden Center will have a fresh supply of a wide variety of fall annuals, perennials, shrubs, and trees to fit any budget. Autumn Acres will be open Saturday, September 21st, and be open each Friday evening and Saturday through October 26th. Autumn Acres has family fun for everyone. So stop out at STEM Garden Center and Nursery and experience autumn.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
Alright, well, I gotta get on the air here in about a minute, so that's the only thing that's not, everything else is fine. So I'll keep messing with it. Alright, thanks, Doug. Alright, thanks. He's so freaking thorough, but it's like, dude, I have to go. I know, he's so techy, and he just... Do you know how to pack it? I mean, you know how to pack it up in that.
Yeah, I saw that.
So we...
The Indians Network starts now. Brought to you by Fairway, Gardner Collier, STAM, William Penn University, Kinetic Edge, Mahaska Health, Wood Iron Grill, Musco, Craig Ford, Penn Central Mall, Edward Jones, Midwest One, Plow Valve, Oski Dental, Bill and Ray's, Bates Funeral Chapel, Penn Central Eye Clinic, Community First Credit Union, and Wendell Campbell of State Farm. Get ready for Oskaloosa High School sports on the Indians Network. Live sports. Local content. Student-run broadcasts. MCG, Oskaloosa News, and Thunder Country KIIC bring you the Indians Network. Presented by Craig Ford.
Middle.
Well, good evening, Indian fans, and welcome to Fairfield, Iowa, as Oskaloosa Indians football is on the air on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. The Indians Network is a partnership between Oskaloosa News, Thunder Country, KIIC, also MCG, in cooperation with the OVP, Oskaloosa Video Production, and Oskaloosa Community School District. We welcome you to Fairfield on a warm and humid Friday night. My name is Jamie Brockman, and the Oskaloosa Indians will look to bounce back big after a tough loss a week ago on the road at Washington. Tonight, they get an 0-2 Fairfield team, and Oskaloosa has been working hard all week. They are hungry, and they are ready to go tonight, looking to bounce back after that big loss a week ago. We're glad you're with us tonight here on the Indians Network. Again, my name is Jamie Brockman. Stay tuned. We will be right back after this from our title sponsor and our pregame sponsor here on the Indians Network.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
Go Hawks! Go Cyclones!
Go to Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa for all things black and gold and cardinal and gold. It's one of the largest collections of sports gear for both teams anywhere in the state. Mahaska Drug has it all. It's a fun store to shop, loaded with ideas to make life a little entertaining, a little more enjoyable, and it's all in one store.
Hawkeyes! Cyclones! Hawkeyes! Cyclones!
Let everyone know with Hawkeye and Cyclone merchandise from Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's big, really big.
We are back at Fairfield High School here on Friday night, week 3 of the high school football season here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. Thanks for joining us tonight, whether you're watching the live stream on one of our partner websites at mahaska.org. You can also catch the stream at oskinews.org. You can go to KIICradio.com. You can also check it out on the Oskaloosa Community Schools website on the Activities and Athletics page as well. Or local MCG cable subscribers can watch live tonight on Channel 7 as we come to you from Fairfield. I'm Jamie Brockman, pleased to be joined right now by Doug DeCock. Doug, we got another perfect weather Friday night for high school football here in week 3. And as I said before the break, Indians were embarrassed a week ago at Washington, no other way to put it, falling 62-12. They have been focused all week, and they are ready to rebound big tonight here at a winless Fairfield team.
Well, I think you're right, JB. First of all, 3 for 3 on the weather. What a beautiful night. It's about 70 degrees again, and low humidity as we get ready for a non-district game here in Fairfield. And you're right. I talked with Coach Jenkins right before we came over here out on the field, and he was still fired up from last week. practices changed, things changed this week in the Oskaloosa football program, and we're going to see some guys not going both ways, some other players coming in, and I think the coaches have a short fuse. But one thing they did do this week is they hit, and he said they hit even yesterday. So they're only allotted a certain amount of time, but I think they used their full allotment of time. And he said there's a difference, in years past, those teams were able to turn it on, for 10 minutes during practice and then turn it off and then click the switch on Friday night. But they haven't seen it out of this team yet. And so they're like, things are going to change. And we're going to do things a little bit different and try to improve here. So it was a bad loss last week, 62-12. There were some good things. I thought the offense played pretty well. Will Schultz has been a bright spot so far in the first two games, the way he's played and conducted himself. And we look for him to just get better. But, this is a big game, Jamie. This is a get healthy game is what I would call it. We should take care of business. We're about a 3-touchdown favorite tonight. Fairfield comes in 0-2, having lost to Knoxville 16-9, and Clear Creek and Manna 33-7.
Well, this is our pregame show from Fairfield, and our pregame, as it always is every week, is powered by Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. Of course, they're gearing up for a big weekend, Iowa versus Iowa State, and if you haven't got all your apparel and things you need for your big Iowa-ISU rivalry party this weekend, make sure you stop by Mahaska Drug on Highway 92. Well, Fairfield is 0-2 on the season, Doug. They have not scored a lot of points. They are a struggling team, and they really struggle to move the ball offensively. I know their quarterback has 2 touchdowns, but he's got 7 interceptions this year. So when he goes to the air, it is up for grabs. And they don't run the ball very well. They don't have a ton of rushing yards. So if Oskaloosa can get some good pressure on the quarterback and can stay in their assignments in the secondary, it could be a big night for the Oskaloosa defense tonight, and they need it after last week.
They sure do. They need to get some confidence back. Coach mentioned that they were out of position a lot, and the communication was very poor on the defensive end. So they changed things up a little bit with some signals, the way they're going to signal in the defense, hopefully simplifying things and make sure guys are in the right spot. Fairfield lost 2 really good ball players from last year, Brandon Kreil and Tristan Wall. And Wall was the running back who just almost single-handedly beat us last year in Oskaloosa. In fact, that game was 21-14, and Fairfield was driving for the tying touchdown late, deep in Oskaloosa territory, when there was a fumble, if my memory serves me correct, and Oskaloosa picked it up and ran it all the way back to make it the final margin of 28-14. So they are really missing those seniors that from a very good Fairfield senior class that have graduated this year.
On the flip side, you talk about Oskaloosa, and you mentioned Will Schultz. He is very much establishing himself as a running quarterback, improving week by week in the throwing game. Last week, I thought Will threw the ball pretty well overall. Our receivers just had a lot of drops last week. They didn't help him out.
Well, he's probably got 5 drops, at least this year on balls that he's thrown. So he is. Will's putting up some decent numbers. He's 23 for 47. 48% or 49%. His QB rating of 128.3 is good. He does have 3 TDs and 2 INTs. So if there is a bright spot, I don't think he threw an interception last week, and that's what he needs to do is make sure he takes care of the ball, especially on first down, not throwing it into a crowd and just throw it away if you're in trouble. But he's done a great job as a sophomore. And just look for him to improve. Oskaloosa is not afraid to throw the ball with him back there.
No, they're not. And I know Coach Dowd has plays in mind just for that. They like to do some play action, and Will's getting more comfortable in that. Kind of an RPO, a run-pass option, where Will makes a couple of reads, and then he makes a decision, do I run or do I throw the football? And he's getting better in that category as well. So, again, this is a big opportunity tonight for Oskaloosa to bounce back. Forget about what happened last week. Show everybody that, you know what, we're better than what we showed last week. Get the big win, get the confidence, and then you get to head home for the next 2 weeks with 2 tough football games. You've got Norwalk coming to our place next Friday, and then we start district play the following week on homecoming, hosting a very tough Grinnell squad. So the next 2 weeks aren't going to be easy. Oski's got to take care of business tonight. work on the basics and the fundamentals, throw out those unneeded penalties, and just march down the field, score, have fun, believe in each other, and bring that into the next 2 weeks.
Well, as you mentioned, after tonight, I think we are, as of now, underdogs in the next 4 games that we'll play. But I found it interesting and a lot of truth to it. Coach Dowd on your coach's show, which I always enjoy to watch, mentioned that, you know what, we've been 1-1 the last 3-4 years, whatever it is. So this is not unfamiliar territory. We haven't, had quite the performance we did last week, but we certainly can get better, and I think the coaches are looking for some enthusiasm and some guys that want to get after it tonight. So I look for good things from Oskaloosa.
I do too. I really look for them to be energized. I know they've worked a lot on-field communication. In other words, one thing Coach Jenkins was very upset a week ago was just the lack of communication and energy on the field. And they worked a lot on that this week. They've changed the way they signal in calls from the sideline, forcing the players to, kind of be accounted for. Know the play, communicate it to your other guys, make sure we're all in the right place, lined up correctly, things like that. They put a lot of work into that this week as well. So we'll see if the changes made by the Oskaloosa coaching staff pay off this week here as we get ready to take on Fairfield in another road contest for Oskaloosa. We're glad you're with us tonight here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. This is the pregame powered by Mahaska Drug. Want to thank OVP student Dave Gardner. He is here in the press box with us running the camera tonight, and also Kim Guile, who runs the OVP program at the school, made the trip here to Fairfield to help out tonight as well. So thanks to everybody in OVP for assisting again to help make this road broadcast possible for all you that couldn't make the trip to Fairfield. Well, I had a chance to talk with Oskaloosa head football coach Jake Jenkins in our normal Thursday sit-down discussion, and we will take a quick break. We'll be right back, and we will have that interview with Oskaloosa football coach Jake Jenkins as our pregame show continues from Fairfield, powered by Mahaska Drug here on the Indians Network.
With 16 bays and several trained technicians, Bill & Ray's operates the finest diesel engine repair and towing service in southeast Iowa. They perform complete engine repair, electronic diagnostics on all types of engines, drivetrain rebuilding, fleet service, and motor coach repair, along with 24-hour wrecker service with no limit on travel radius. Bill & Ray's will get you back on the road. Bill & Ray's, Highway 23 Oskaloosa, and proud supporter of Oski Indians activities.
All right, welcome back to Fairfield, and as we continue our pregame powered by Mahaska Drug, let's hear my conversation with Oskaloosa head football coach Jake Jenkins. Welcome back to the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. I'm Jamie Brockman as we continue our pregame powered by Mahaska Drug. I'm visiting right now with Oskaloosa head football coach Jake Jenkins. Well, Coach, obviously last Friday didn't go as planned, a rough night for the Indians, and we'll just talk about that briefly. Just tell me overall, what you brought out of last week.
Well, it was obviously it was bad. It was a poor performance. We got to give credit to Washington because they showed up. They aligned properly and they executed and they play hard, so they deserve to win the game. Defensively, we just had communication breakdown. We have guys. We've got to start communicating better. We got to talk on the field. We got to know what coverage we're in when we're man. We got to know who our guys are. So. A lot of communication breakdowns. That's something that's been our focus for this week. So we're changing things from our coaching tactics, from how we communicate in meetings, and then how we communicate during practice. So I'm doing less of the talking and more of just the signalings, and I'm standing on the sideline doing that. So we're looking at the problem, we're breaking it down, and we're methodically fixing it. So this Friday you're going to see a completely different defense and a completely different team.
Offensively last week, I thought we moved the ball well. We just kind of kept hurting ourselves with penalties.
We did. The offense did a pretty good job overall, and they did move the ball, and they did score, and then we did shoot ourselves in the foot. Defense didn't help out. If we get a stop or two here and there, we get a couple more scores, all of a sudden it's a game. It would have been totally different, but defensively in the first half, we didn't have one single stop, and so it's a very frustrating evening, and I was very frustrated to see that happen to where we didn't step up and get it done. So like I said, the changes we're going to make, positive changes we're going to make moving forward, and I think you're going to see a completely different team on Friday.
Well, that was a week ago, and obviously week to week we improve and get better. That's the point of the game, and I'm sure you guys have done that this week. So first of all, how has practice been this week?
Excellent.
And how have the kids responded?
Excellent. Best week of practice we've had. Best Monday practice, best Tuesday practice, and best Wednesday practice. And Wednesday practice was 98 degrees with humidity. and there wasn't complaining or anything, and we were doing a lot of live contact, and we were doing the hardest practices we've had all year, and so the best 3 practices we've had, hands down. And we made it more game-like, so that way we're adjusting, and situationally we're on the sideline signaling, so they're forced to communicate. Our scout team's doing a great job. They're beating us if we're not communicating, and that's what we need. We need those real-life looks and those game looks, and so things they're much different, but it takes a long time to form a habit. It's not going to happen in 3 days. So we need, to continually harp on it, the rest of the season. But I think after, 30 days of doing it, we can build a pretty good habit and we can move forward. But it's just something we got to focus on.
Well, this week the focus obviously is Fairfield, another road game for the Indians. And Fairfield is a team that's struggling. They're 0-2, and their stats aren't jumping off the sheet at you by any means. But this is kind of, in my opinion, kind of a good bounce-back game for us after what happened a week ago. Do you feel that way too?
I do. It's a balanced matchup. Right now you look at film and you go, the teams they're pretty comparable right now. And I said, guys, right now we're not a good team yet. The key word is yet, or right now. We have the potential and the ability to be a really good team or even a great team. Unfortunately, sometimes you need a loss, and you don't need it, but sometimes a loss is the thing that ignites the fire inside of you. Say, we're not doing what we need to do yet. And then they start to feel it and see it on the field, and then it's like, that's the pace we need to go to, and that's the type of communication we have to have, and that's kind of what sets the whole thing on fire. So, like I said, I'd said it a lot. I feel like I'm telling the guys a lot too. On Friday, it's really going to be the 2019 season is going to start. That's when we're really going to be the team that we're supposed to be, and then improve from there. So that's going to be our baseline on Friday.
Let's talk about Fairfield a little bit, break them down. 0-2 record, and they haven't scored a lot of points yet in their 2 losses. Looking at their stats, looks like they go to the air a lot more than they run, but they're not always accurate. Their passing stats aren't the greatest.
Yeah, they have a couple of different sets. They have a 2-back set, 21, which is 21 personnel, which is a pro set. And so with that tight end, we have automatic check to that, especially with the tight end set. And then also they have a 1-back set where they're a 2x2, which we call spread, which twins on one side, tight end on the back side with the flanker. And so with that, we have an automatic set as well. So look to us to adjust to the tight end. You can watch our front and see what we do to the front with the tight end, and then you'll see our coverages are going to change depending on what personnel they have in the game. We've repped and repped and repped and repped that. We do have a couple of stunts we're going to throw in there, but basically we want to be fundamentally sound. We want to line up correctly and be in the same coverage every single play, and then from there we just need to play football. That's step number 1. In the first 2 weeks we weren't able to get that done, so as coaches have changed, so in turn our players can change, and I think we will. But this is an excellent game for that because they have a couple of formations that they show us instead of 10, or more, which we'll see in the future.
Offensively, tonight, do you see any areas that you feel you can excel in this evening?
Yeah, we see some weaknesses. Washington had a lot of weaknesses on their defense as well. We weren't able to exploit them because up front we were getting beat up front, and again our defense didn't give them the ball enough to be able to exploit those. So this week, yes, we see some weaknesses, and Coach Dowd does a great job with Coach Eversmeyer and Coach Van Veldhuizen and those guys. They see those weaknesses, and we're going to go right at them. And so in practices, we've been lining up, in Fairfield's defense, which is solid, but we want to look at those weaknesses and we want to go right at them. So we've been attacking hard this week.
So again, obviously the problem offensively a week ago was penalties, especially at key times that took away some key plays and drives. So I'm sure you focus a lot this week on practice. Do you feel like you've seen improvement in that area as far as the fundamentals?
Yeah, we have. There's a lot of frustration. That frustration led to bad effort, and so a lot of the bad effort, we're getting lined up in time, we're getting lined up incorrectly. And so, yeah, that's something we talk about nonstop. I think if we're doing the fundamentals correctly, if we're communicating, getting lined up, we're not going to be as frustrated. I think if we're being loud and obnoxious with our talking, when being vocal, I think we're going to have more fun playing the game. So the focus is to communicate and have fun. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to do those 2 things. If we communicate, our alignment, our assignment will be there, and then it'll come down to who wants it more. And then if you're having fun playing the game, that lights a fire in everybody, that we only have so many of these Fridays. So let's take advantage of this, and let's get after them, and let's have a lot of fun.
Here we go into week 3. So overall, I know we've been nursing some injuries up to this point the first 2 weeks. How's the overall health and anybody out for week 3?
We do have a couple guys out. We've had a concussion. We've had a separated shoulder. We've had a couple of ankle injuries. We've had a hamstring injury, and we've had about 10 guys sick this week. So overall, I would say it's okay. It's not the best I've ever seen. It's not the worst I've ever seen. There's a lot of sickness going around the school and allergies and things like that. So we're getting guys back. The thing is, we have a lot of tough guys. If you're injured, you're out. You know what I mean? The concussion's a serious deal. The separation on the shoulder is a serious deal. We're going to keep them out until they're ready to come back because we want their health more than anything else to be there. The other guys, we're going to be pushing through things, ankles and other things that they can push through, and that's the difference between being hurt and being injured. I think our guys know the difference. So the guys that can push through are pushing through, and guys that really need to heal up are healing up. You'll see a team that's hungry that wants to play on Friday.
All right. Well, Coach, go get them. Let's get a win at Fairfield.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
That is Oskaloosa head football coach Jake Jenkins joining us here on our pregame, powered by Mahaska Drug. Stay tuned. Oskaloosa getting ready to take on Fairfield here in Week 3. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford after this. All right, welcome back, everybody, to Fairfield. There, my discussion with Oskaloosa head football coach Jake Jenkins. Talk to him every Thursday for that right there at the Oskaloosa Middle School outside of his office, and always appreciate Coach's time. But as you can hear there, they were focused on change this week. That was the big theme, was change and execution, and we'll see if the Indians can produce on the football field tonight here at Fairfield. It's another beautiful Friday night as we continue our pregame, which is powered by Mahaska Drug. And with Doug DeCock, I'm Jamie Brockman. Dane Gardner is on the camera tonight. I apologize. I said his name wrong earlier. Dane Gardner up here running the camera tonight from OVP. And
he was a late fill-in. There was a couple people got sick, and Dane stepped up to the plate and came down here. And then his teacher, Kim Guile, brought the camera or the tripod. So kind of a team effort here just to get set up tonight. And please excuse us because it's not ideal conditions here to run the camera. Dane's going to do the best he can, but he's going to have to move that tripod once in a while to avoid some of these the edges of the windows.
Yep, so that's what happens when we go on the road. We don't get the sweet setup that we have at home there at Lacey Stadium. But we're proud to be here, and we're glad that we can bring you this coverage from Fairfield. We hope you enjoy it tonight live on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. And our pregame powered by Mahaska Drug. So, again, just previewing this a little bit here as you can see the Fairfield Marching Band coming onto the field now, getting ready for pregame opening ceremonies, and then we'll be ready for a kickoff. But you look at the stats, Doug, and there's just not a lot of them for Fairfield. They've got only 2 guys that have carried the football this year in their stats. They only have 2 guys that have any rushing yards, and it's the quarterback and also then one of their one guy out of the backfield, and that's it. They don't have a ton of rushing yards. Throwing-wise, he goes to the air frequently, but as I said, he's not very accurate. 2 touchdowns, 7 interceptions he has thrown this year. So that is good for Oskaloosa. If they're in the backfield tonight, they got to be just chomping at the bit to get going.
Yeah, his quarterback rating is 86.1. I'm only showing him with 1 touchdown and 7 INTs here. I don't know. I got this off of Quick Stats, but they're going to have to get a little more offense if they're going to stay in this game because I got a feeling Oskaloosa is going to move the ball tonight, and they did against a very, very good Washington team last week. They moved the ball. In fact, they might have had more first downs than Washington did in the game. It was really close. So the offense hasn't been the problem. It's been kind of the defense. We'll see if they can get it straightened up with some changes tonight.
One good news, as you heard Coach Jenkins say in the pregame, looks like we'll see the return of senior Aaron Blom on the field tonight on defense. I don't know that they're planning to use him in the kicking game, though, because he's still nursing that ankle, and it's taped very heavily. So wasn't sure if they would use him in the kicking game or not, but they do plan to have him out there as the leader on defense at one of those linebacker positions, and that's going to be big because I think he's going to help the defense a ton. We've definitely missed him the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, he was out warming up, Jamie, and I have the depth chart here. It does show Aaron Blom as kicking tonight, at least on the kickoff. So we'll see if that holds true. Let's see, PATs. I don't have that on here, or I can't find it. So it does have him down as kicking off at least here to start the game. So that'll be something to kind of keep an eye on, see his mobility, how he's come back from that ankle sprain.
Absolutely. Well, again, we're getting ready for Oskaloosa football on the road tonight at Fairfield. Oskaloosa 1-1 on the season. Fairfield 0-2. Oskaloosa looking to bounce back big after a big setback a week ago at Washington, falling 62-12. With Doug DeCock, my name is Jamie Brockman. We are in the Wood Iron Grill press box. And again, on the camera tonight, OVP student Dane Gardner is running the camera and the view that you will see on your screen tonight from Fairfield. We will take a break, and we'll be back, and we will be ready for kickoff. That is coming up from Fairfield right here on the Indians Network, powered by Craig Ford. Don't go away.
Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good, on or off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab. Kinetic Edge offers friendly and knowledgeable professionals who will get to know you and your goals to help you get back to doing what you love in no time. Find out more at kineticedgept.com.
Yeah.
For nearly 40 years, Musco has specialized in the design and manufacture of sports and large area lighting solutions. From neighborhood ball fields to international speedways, Musco is committed to providing cost-effective lighting solutions and services you can rely on. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting, we make it happen. For nearly 40 years, Musco has specialized in the design and manufacture of sports and large area lighting solutions. From neighborhood ball fields to international speedways, Musco is committed to providing cost-effective lighting solutions and services you can rely on. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting, we make it happen. For nearly 40 years, Musco has specialized in the design and manufacture of sports and large area lighting solutions.
All right, we are back here in Fairfield on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford, alongside Doug DeCock. My name is Jamie Brockman. Well, let's take a look at our field conditions here as we get closer to kickoff here in Fairfield. It's another beautiful Friday night, as we've been talking about, and our field conditions this season are being presented by Totalscape Lawn Care in Oskaloosa. Totalscape Lawn Care. And we definitely appreciate their support. Jeff Kelderman and his great crew at Totalscape Lawn Care in Oskaloosa. Well, Doug, it is a little bit muggy. It is going to get chilly as the night goes on. Once this sun sets for good and the night air kicks in, it's going to get a little bit chilly toward the end of the game. But right now I'm showing sunny, clear skies in Fairfield, 70 degrees with about a 68% humidity. It's a little bit breezy. According to my weather app, we have winds out of the west-southwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour this evening. So a beautiful, little bit humid here at the start of the game. Going to get really nice as we go through the game and get under the Friday night lights.
Yeah, and here come the Trojans making their grand entrance. So we got 3 minutes left till kickoff, Jamie, and let's hope the Indians get better this week because next week Norwalk comes to town. And then, as you mentioned, Grinnell. So two pretty tough games coming up. It's time to improve tonight for Oskaloosa.
All right. Well, I do not have starters for Fairfield. I tried to communicate with their coach several times this week, did not get the starters for Fairfield, so we don't know the exact starters. I do know their main key position players. Their quarterback is Carter Farrell. Their running backs are Farrell, and then Leon Gill here will carry quite a bit as well. And receiver that you'll hear tonight is Drew Martin. Those are some of the key players for Fairfield. All right, here is the national anthem. We'll let you enjoy that here prior to kickoff. All right, there you have the playing of the national anthem tonight prior to kickoff, performed by the Fairfield High School Marching Band. All right, Doug DeCock, what are keys to an Indians victory tonight here at Fairfield?
Well, it's going to be on defense tonight. Usually I'll say turnovers and taking care of the ball, but I'm going to say defense. Taking away big plays, making Fairfield earn their way down the field. So taking away big plays means you're in position to make plays. And I think that's what Coach Jenkins wants to see from his defense after last week.
All right, thank you. So those are keys to the game, according to my partner here in the booth, Doug DeCock. All right, marching band exiting the field. And we're about ready for kickoff here. The captains coming out, as you can see on your screen, to midfield where they will meet. Coin toss determine who gets first possession and whether they start on offense or defense. So we'll try to watch here with you on the screen, see who wins the toss and what choice they make. Good to see number 3 padded up tonight, though, Aaron Blom. Aaron Blom, Colton Butler, Wyatt Creer, Tyler Miller are the captains. There's the coin toss. Looks like Fairfield wins the toss. And Fairfield will receive the opening kick. So Fairfield will have first possession offensively. And the Indians defense will be first on the field tonight, Doug. So they're going to be, I think, eager to come out and make a quick, if not get a turnover early, a quick 3 and out, and really establish themselves early in this football game.
Yeah, they're going to have their defense is going to have a chance right away, and Fairfield must feel, fairly confident in taking the ball that their offense can move it. So on the kickoff team, we don't mention this all the time, but I do happen to have Coach Jenkins' sheet here. We have Isaac Schultz from left to right. Isaac Schultz, Sullivan Ty, Leland Evans, Colin Snitker, Billy Schaefer. We do have Aaron Blom down as kicking. Right next to him, Blake Westerkamp, Cody Gunn, Zach Beebe, Donovan Ty, and Reed Brown. That's your kickoff team for the Indians.
All right, thank you for that, Doug. So again, the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford, is a partnership. Several entities coming together to make this possible, and those partners include MCG as well as Oski News and Thunder Country KIIC, and we work in cooperation, of course, with the OVP class at Oskaloosa High School and Oskaloosa Community School District. And again, Dane Gardner from the OVP class running the camera for us tonight here in the Wood Iron Grill press box. With Doug DeCock, my name is Jamie Brockman. Thank you so much for joining us, and let's go Indians.
And it is Aaron Blom out there for the kickoff. So we might see our first touchback of the year here.
Yeah, Aaron's got a big leg. Of course, he has signed on as a preferred free agent. Preferred walk-on. Yeah, not a free agent. At the University of Iowa. So he's going to be a Hawkeye and try to work his way onto that team.
Oskaloosa has been squib kicking the last few weeks and has had some success at it, but they won't need to now. And that is about, it's out of the back of the end zone. So if there was any question about how far he could kick it, he just kicked it out of the back of the end zone.
All right, well, we are underway here in Fairfield, week 3 of high school football Friday night. Again, here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. So with the touchback, Fairfield starts 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. It is a grass field here in Fairfield, as I'm sure you can see on your camera. Pretty good condition, though, I would say, as far as the field conditions. Looks like a lot of green out there. Hasn't been torn up too much yet. You can see a few brown spots up the middle where most of the action takes place. Fairfield comes out, 2 receivers left, 1 right. It's going to be a quarterback draw from the shotgun, and he goes nowhere as Oski stuffs him just shy of the 20-yard line for a short loss. Carter Farrell, the quarterback for Fairfield. Again, only 2 players have carried the football this year with rushing yards for Fairfield, and Farrell, the quarterback, is one of them.
Yeah, and so Oskaloosa is going to start along the front line with Noah Van Veldhuizen at left end, it looks like. Kenny Satimi, Cale Bollinger, and then Walker Newman over there on the right end as they switch around to a 5-man front.
2 receivers right, 1 left this time. Shotgun for Farrell. He's looking to throw. He does, and he had a man there, but it's tipped up in the air, incomplete. So they had a man there cross into the middle of the field, and Oskaloosa had it covered well as Ty was there, so was Wyatt Creer.
So a little something different already out of the box from Oskaloosa's defense. They roll up into 5 guys in the down position on the line, kind of a 5-2-4 look on defense with Gunn and Blom as your linebackers. And then you got Sullivan, Ty, Mason, Ford on the corners. And it looks like you've got Creer and Reed Brown as your safeties.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Shotgun again for Fairfield. Looking to throw on 3rd and 11. And he's got a man wide open in the middle. And it is picked off. Intercepted by Oskaloosa. Down the field. 10, 5, and diving into the end zone. Touchdown.
Is that Reed Brown?
Indians, Reed Brown, number 6 on the pick for Oskaloosa. As I said, that's his 6th interception of the year. Actually, his 8th interception of the year.
The quarterbacks.
For the quarterback, yes.
Yeah.
And it's the first for Reed Mason.
Reed Brown.
I'm sorry.
Reed Brown. So Reed Brown, good job of concentrating on the ball there with the receiver cutting in front. He saw it was sailing high on him right from the start there. Able to get the pick 6, and Oskaloosa's on the board within a minute.
55 seconds into the game. Oskaloosa with a pick 6 by Reed Brown. And here's the PAT kick by Blom, and it is up and good. So the Indians strike quick, just like we hoped and thought they would here tonight in Fairfield, as they get an interception, and it's returned for a touchdown by Reed Brown. The PAT kick good by Aaron Blom, and the Indians are up early, less than a minute into the game, 7-0 here at Fairfield. We'll be right back on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health.
Welcome back to Fairfield here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. With Dud DeCock, I'm Jamie Brockman. On the camera here in the Wood Iron Grill press box, Dane Gardner from the OVP program. Quick start for the Oski defense, a pick 6, a 44-yard interception return for a touchdown by Reed Mason.
Reed Brown. It's Mason Fords on the other side.
I'm sorry. I'll get it right. I got about 100 things going on. I'm kind of the producer of the broadcast now because I have to run the computer and everything on the road. So I'm learning a lot of new things and trying to broadcast. So bear with me. Here's the kick by Blom, and it is 5 yards out of the end zone. Touchback. Boy, he could probably boot that through the uprights for a field goal from back there if he had to, Doug.
Well, we might see a 40, 50-yard attempt tonight.
So another touchback for Aaron Blom, and the Fairfield offense trots out again.
Okay, we got somebody new in there, number 53 on the defensive line for Oskaloosa. Let's see, Bobby Opheim is in there for the Indians on the defensive line. So Coach Jenkins is going to get some fresh bodies in right away.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
He's in there right now.
And quarterback keeping it. He is wrapped up and dropped deep in the backfield around the 16-yard line. That's a loss of 4.
Opheim with the tackle for loss. He gets in there right away. He busts through the gap in between the linemen and drops him for about a 5-6 yard loss.
Yeah, they're going to mark it at the 15-yard line, a loss of 5.
I bet his dad's proud.
So another change is Kenny Satimi playing one way now, just on the defensive line. And the way he explained it to coach is he can go beast mode when only playing one way. So they're giving him a little rest there and letting him focus on defense. And then Colton Butler on the other side was going both ways. He's now playing just offensive line. So, again, a lot of guys being adjusted here over the past week, just trying to keep guys fresh, have the right guys in the right positions, and able to do what you expect them to do.
Well, and I see Andrew Else is now in there for Wyatt Creer at a safety position. And you still got Reed Brown. So Coach Jenkins wants to get a look at some players. He wants to see who's going to show up, and he looks like tonight everybody's going to get their shot.
No gain on that last play. 3rd and long from the shotgun. Quarterback looking to throw. He does right up the middle. Yeah, it was wide open and dropped.
Boy.
Incomplete.
Good thing that was dropped because that could have went to the house. Slant, and if you were watching the offensive linemen, they cut blocked on our defensive linemen and did a good job of it because everybody went to the ground, had a wide open lane on that little 7-yard slant, and if he catches that, he might have went to the house.
Second or third time they've tried the slant pattern in the middle of the field, and last time it was a pick six. This time it was just a drop pass.
Well, if you're a lineman, you'd like to try to get your hands on the guy trying to cut you, and then if you can, jump up and try to bat that thing away.
So Fairfield will punt from deep in their own territory, punting it from about the 5-yard line, and fair catch called for and made by Tyler Miller at the 41-yard line of Fairfield. So Oskaloosa, first offensive possession, will start with great field position here. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line of Fairfield. So let's see what the Oski offense can do now with a 7-0 lead on if you're just joining us, it was Reed Brown with a 44-yard interception return for a touchdown just 55 seconds into the game. Oskaloosa leading 7-0.
You might see Miller with some big numbers tonight.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Here's the pitch to Miller in the backfield, trying to get to the outside. Stiff arms, turns the corner, and fights just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And then before he gets out of bounds, tiptoes for a couple yards to the 39. We'll give him 2 yards.
Well, good run by Miller. He did all he could to fend off the rush of Fairfield in the backfield and was able to turn it into about a 3-4 yard gain.
Well, they officially give him 3, so it'll be 2nd down and 7. Noah Van Veldhuizen and Aaron Blom are lined up wide left. Isaac Schultz, Wyatt Creer are wide to the right.
Oh, he got a movement on the right, our right guard.
Flag on the play on the right side of the line. We'll back Oski up 5. So it'll be 2nd down and 12.
So who we got out there? On the line, we got Butler. So Bollinger is going both ways. Butler is just going on offense. That's a little bit of a change. He'd been going both ways on defense and offense. So Bollinger's going to go both ways.
2 receivers split to each side. Will Schultz in the shotgun, and it's a quick handoff. No, it's a fake handoff, and then the screen in the backfield over to Creer on the right side, trying to free him up if you can find some space and use his speed, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage right at the 40-yard line. So he got the penalty yards back.
Well, nice defense there by Fairfield. You're kind of out there on an island, one-on-one with the ball carrier, and Fairfield was able to make the tackle, which brings up a 3rd down and 9 situation here.
3rd and 9 for the Indians. I would expect Schultz to go to the air here. We'll see. Again, you've got Blom and Van Veldhuizen wide to the left. Schultz wide to the right. Isaac Schultz. Pistol backfield, and Will Schultz. Couple fake handoffs, play action, rolling left. It's wide open, and it is caught at the 31-yard line for a 1st down by Aaron Blom.
There you go. I thought he was going to spot it back. That should be a 1st down. Yep.
So the line of scrimmage was the 40, and he needed 9, and he got about 9.5, just shy of the 30-yard line.
Good play right there. It was wide open also if Schultz wanted to run it.
One of those RPO plays that Coach Dowd has in there for Will. Make a couple of reads on the safeties and then decide, am I running or am I throwing? And good play action there. 2 receivers to each side this time. Will Schultz hands it off straight up the middle. Tyler Miller is through the initial line across the 30, 25, and to the 24-yard line. That's 6 yards for Tyler Miller. Straight up the gut. To bring up the 2nd down and short. 2nd and 4 for Oskaloosa. At the 24-yard line of Fairfield. One receiver split to each side. Shotgun again for Will Schultz. Again, they give it to Miller. He's hit, spins off of it, goes right side, finds a bit of an opening, and dives forward to the 22-yard line. Give him 2. Good job of spinning off the initial hit there right at the line by Tyler.
Yeah, when he spun off of that, I thought, well, why not pitch it to Will? Had a little option play going there to the right side.
3rd down, Oskaloosa. 3rd down and 1. Pistol backfield for Will Schultz. And that one kind of broke up and went nowhere.
Now we got a personal. We got something going on. That was thrown by the back judge. That's not a good sign if you're an offensive lineman. Well, it could be illegal hands to the face, though, on the defensive line.
So there's a penalty flag on the field. Waiting for the signal.
Unsportsmanlike, yeah.
On Fairfield.
Yep.
So unsportsmanlike against Fairfield. Big penalty there by the Trojans. It moves Oski deep into the Eye Care Partners red zone. Dr. Jim Else, Eye Care Partners, located in Penn Central Mall in Oskaloosa. Big Indian supporters. And the Indians already here in the first quarter into the Eye Care Partners red zone, and that penalty will give Oski a 1st down. In fact, it'll be 1st and goal right at the 10-yard line.
And if you ever want to talk sports, Jim Else will do it when you go in for a appointment with him. He loves his high school sports.
2 receivers right, 1 left for Will Schultz, and faked one handoff and then gave it to Tyler Miller trying to switch direction, and they dive at his knees and bring him down for a loss at the 12. That'll be a loss of 2 for Tyler Miller.
Big game going on tonight, Jamie and Pella, with Norwalk visiting the Little Dutch, and Norwalk with an early 7-0 lead there with 3 minutes left in the first quarter in Pella.
All right, here it's 2nd down and goal. Oski from the 13, still in the Eye Care Partners red zone.
Well, they're lined up in almost a double tight formation here. This is usually a run formation, but I look for him to sneak Ike out there into the flat.
Now Miller goes in motion. They throw it to him in the flat right side. Can he escape? Nope. They've got him wrapped up, and they hang on and bring him down for a big loss at about the 17, 18-yard line. That's a loss of 5.
Well, and that was Ike's block right there. That's a tough block. That's a wide open field block, and that is a tough block, and wasn't able to get it there, and so Fairfield drops him for a loss.
3rd down and goal from the 17-yard line now for the Indians. It's still in the Eye Care Partners red zone, but they're going the wrong direction in that red zone right now. 3rd and long, Indians from the Fairfield 17-yard line. Schultz looking to throw, can't find anybody rolling right. Now he does throw off his back foot, and it is intercepted and dropped at the goal line. That's a break. They had that intercepted right at the goal line, and he dropped it.
Well, I'm not sure what the play was designed to do, but we had 3 wide receivers just kind of jog out there, and I don't know if the fake was supposed to draw the defense in, and then they were going to take off and go, but the routes were not run very crisp right there. Everybody was just kind of floating out there, and nobody really got open.
So here comes the big leg of Aaron Blom to try his first field goal of the season. Line of scrimmage is a 17, so it's a 34-yard field goal for Blom, and it is up, and it is good by plenty. That's the big leg of the senior, Aaron Blom. So 3 points for Oskaloosa on the 34-yard field goal by Aaron Blom, and the Indians extend the lead to 10-0 here in the first quarter with 5:51 remaining in Fairfield in quarter number 1. You're watching Oskaloosa football here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We'll be right back after this.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
We are back here in the Wood Iron Grill press box. Oskaloosa out to a 10-0 lead here with a 5:51 to go in the opening quarter of play. Oskaloosa scored twice. Once was on defense, a 44-yard interception return for a touchdown by Reed Brown to get us started. And now the 34-yard field goal by Aaron Blom with 5:51 to go in the first quarter.
How far was that, Jamie?
34 yards.
34-yard field. All right. And I think we had one. Carson Jensko hit a 31-yarder earlier in the year.
Yep.
So good start for Oskaloosa here. 10-0. 5:51 left in the first quarter.
Blom already with 2 touchbacks tonight. And it's
That'll
another
be 3.
Deep kick that is out the back of the end zone for touchback number 3.
No, they're not just touchbacks. They're out of the end zone.
Yeah, they're 5 yards out of the end zone.
The rule is if the ball crosses the goal line, it's a touchback. But these are going out of the end zone.
All right, so here comes Fairfield. They'll start again at their own 20 after the touchback. 1st and 10 from their own 20. Oski 10, Fairfield nothing. 5:51 to go in the opening quarter here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
So we got another rotation. Now we've got Creer out here at the left corner. We got Elson there at safety. Mason Ford still over at his corner. And Reed Brown in at safety.
And quarterback started on his own, then pitched it on the option and tries to get to the outside. Oski closes quickly on the corner, and it's a short 2-yard gain to the 22.
Well, nice tackle there by Mason Ford with Leland Evans in hot pursuit. So we are seeing a lot of bodies coming in here and shifting around. So that's what the coaches are doing. They're trying to find out what the best combo is tonight. Now they're going to go to the 5-man front, kind of a 5-2-4 look. Well, good pressure off the left edge by Van Belheisen. Andy was able to get his hands up, which forced the high throw. Quarterback for Fairfield has a pretty good arm. Carter Farrell, he's been high on his throws, but he's got some zip on him. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 now for the Trojans from their own 22. 5:05 left here in the first quarter.
They have been unable to move the ball at all so far in this first quarter. So if Oski holds here, once again, they'll get good field position. 3rd and 8 from the Fairfield 22. Quarterback rolling right, under pressure, throws, and it is incomplete. Just threw it straight to the sideline as he was under heavy pressure there from Kenny Satimi.
Well, I think Van Belheisen.
Noah Van Belheisen.
Van Belheisen was out there too.
Actually, it was the 2 defensive ends pressure in there, Walker Newman and Noah Van Veldhuizen.
So Blake Westerkamp checks in for this punt return. Miller drops back deep with, I think that's Reed Brown back there. Blom's going to be on the gunner out here, trying to block him a little bit.
And once again, Oskaloosa will enjoy good field position here on this drive. It's a high kick. Miller backing up, signaling for a fair catch. Makes it. Great punt. And Miller backs up inside the 40 to receive it at the 39-yard line of Oskaloosa. So 1st and 10 Indians coming out on offense here from their own, starting at their own 39-yard line, leading 10-0, 4:51 to go in the first quarter of play.
Now, Jamie, I see a little bit of the moon over there. Isn't something special going on tonight?
Well, it's Friday the 13th.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And there's a full moon.
Is it a harvest moon, they call it? And it's the only time in 500 years?
That I don't know.
I think I read that somewhere. Somebody, one of our faithful listeners will let us know
Here,
that.
Oskaloosa hands off to Tyler Miller. Miller dragging people with him to the 45-yard line, picks up 5 yards.
We'll get Dane on that moon here in about a half an hour when it's just poking up above the trees.
So 5-yard gain, they give it to Miller again, straight up the middle, and Pyle moving forward for a short gain to the 47-48. Give him 2 on that one. So it should be about 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 from the Oski 46-yard line. Oski 10, Fairfield nothing. 4:08 to go in the first quarter. Oski's 2 scores, a 44-yard interception return by Reed Brown just 55 seconds into the game. And then Aaron Blom, a 34-yard field goal. Oski comes up to the line, 1 receiver split to the right. Shotgun for Will Schultz. Quarterback draw to the left. Makes a cut across midfield and rolled into Fairfield territory just across midfield at the 49-yard line. And that'll give him first down.
So at center tonight, Jamie, we got 71 Gavin Higgins next to him at right tackle, Nicholas Thomas, and then we got Thomas at right guard, Bollinger at right tackle, and then Veldhuizen at tight end over there.
First down, Oskaloosa. Schultz pitches to Miller on the sweep play, and Miller finds an opening across the 45 to the 44-yard line, picks up 5.
A lot of room right there. Blom went across the line. He was looking back inside for somebody to hit, and he couldn't even find anybody.
I have that as the 7th rush already in this first quarter for Tyler Miller. He's also had a couple passes swung to him in the backfield. So Tyler Miller very active here in this first quarter offensively. 3 minutes remain, first quarter. Oski 10, Fairfield nothing. And that's going to be offsides on the defense there as Will Schultz gave a hard snap count.
Well, I don't know, Jamie. I saw a right tackle move there, I think, but they're going to. He moved after the defense.
It is going to be against the defense. Offsides on the defense.
It used to be that would be on the offense, but now that it's once the defense encroaches across that line of scrimmage, it's an automatic penalty.
So that 5-yard offsides penalty gives Oskaloosa a first down now across the Fairfield 40 at the 38-yard line. Swing pass to Wyatt Creer in the backfield left side. Stays on his feet across the 35 and to the 30, just inside the 30-yard line. That's about an 8.5 yard gain there on the swing pass from Schultz to Creer.
They're going to get Oskaloosa with a holding penalty here back about the 39-yard line on the little swing to Creer, our receiver there, which, as I mentioned earlier, it is extremely tough to one-on-one block out in the wide open field, and we got caught with a little holding there. Aaron Blom talking to the referee.
So that'll wipe out the 8-yard gain there from Schultz to Miller, and it'll back him up from the initial line of scrimmage. Must be a 10-yard penalty.
Well, it's 10 yards from where it took place, and it took place 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage, I think.
So it moves it clear back into Oski territory.
Well, to the 49 of Fairfield.
Well, you're right, just across midfield.
Yeah.
1 receiver split to each side for Will Schultz. First down and 21 for the Indians. It was an 11-yard penalty. Here's a screen play. It is open, and they hit Tyler Miller. Miller's got blocking. 40, 35, 30, and drug down from behind, flung to the turf across the 25 to the 24.
They're going to get us again with another holding, and this is going to go it'll be right back at the same line of scrimmage because the flag's laying at the 39-yard line. So it's just a matter of trying to block these guys in the open field. You just got to be careful getting your hands out there and grabbing them.
Well, flags are biting Oskaloosa again on this possession. And you're right, it moves it right back to the exact same spot on the field. Holding on the Indians.
So tonight, thanks to our faithful listener, Madonna Bowie, is the first full moon on Friday since 2000. The next one is in 2048.
All right. Will pulls it out of the stomach of Miller and then tries to fling it out right side over to Isaac Schultz. It's incomplete. So to bring up second down and 21 Indians just across midfield at the Fairfield 49. We've had a couple nice plays on this drive, but they've brought back on penalties. So second and long, second and 21 from the Fairfield 49-yard line. 2 receivers to each side once again. Schultz in the backfield in the shotgun.
Some people I've heard over the last few weeks get a little frustrated with that when they stand up. But remember, folks, they don't go into a huddle.
Schultz rolls, looking, downfield, throwing, and overthrows. Another flag on the field. There's another flag. He was looking to Isaac Schultz downfield.
This one's going to be illegal contact on the defense. It's either that or a holding on the defense, so they'll move it 10 yards the other way.
Well, penalty-filled drive here. Third or fourth penalty flag we've had. Thankfully, this one going against the Trojans. Holding on the defense, and that'll march it forward.
No, I'm not.
To the 39-yard line, so it's 10-yard mark-off.
Okay, we're looking. That is not an automatic first down.
Nope.
Second and 11. And
so much more manageable second down now. It was second and 21, and now it's second and 11 from the Fairfield 39-yard line. Blom is split in the slot on the right side. Isaac Schultz wide to the right. Noah Van Veldhuizen on the left side. Handoff fake to Creer, and then a little shovel pass from Will Schultz to Tyler Miller. Miller fighting for yardage, and he'll be wrestled down at the 30-yard line, just about a yard shy of the first down. 10-yard pass play there.
75 for Fairfield, kind of trying to give Miller a little bit of the business. Oh, you're kidding me. Another penalty?
Oh, my goodness.
Holy buckets. That is 3 holding calls or illegal hands, whatever you want to call it.
Right back to the original 49-yard line. Man, that is the 4th penalty against Oskaloosa on this drive. There was also a defensive hold on Fairfield.
Well, we're going to call that a bad moon rising now.
And it's still just second down. We've run about 8 plays, and it's still just second down. So second and long again. Second and 21 from the Fairfield 49. Miller in motion in the backfield. Schultz drops back, throws, looking to Creer. Creer's got it at the 35, falls forward to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 16. I don't see any flags on the field, Doug.
And the fans are applauding. I think they're applauding for the hit, I hope, but they might be applauding because there's no flags.
Now, wait a second. They're going to say incomplete.
Yeah, he jarred the ball loose. Schultz with a nice pass. He dropped it right in the bucket to Creer, but when you do that, when you float them like that, your receivers kind of hung out to dry, and Creer took a big hit.
And we're going to have a timeout on the field taken by Oskaloosa. Timeout Indians, a minute 28 to go, first quarter. Oski 10 and Fairfield nothing. You're watching Oskaloosa football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We'll be back right after this as Oskaloosa continues their penalty-filled drive here.
My name is Amanda Seeley, and I've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office for 15 years now. I'm a mother of 3 little boys, and since having them, they've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office in Oski Dental. It's been really seamless. I expected a little few hiccups, but he just has this approach that they're very comfortable again. You're the best! We're going to shoot for being a lifelong patient.
We are back in the Wood Iron Grill press box in Fairfield with Doug DeCock. I'm Jamie Brockman. So I think you clarified it there from Madonna, but Sherry also telling me that it's a Friday the 13th moon that won't happen again until 2049.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was kind of text there.
So like 30 years. Beautiful. We'll try to get a shot of it when we can. So out of the timeout. Ooh, Oskaloosa. Little shake and bake. Flea flick action. Wide open down the field. Great call by Coach Brett Dowd. Little trickery out of the timeout. Shaking and baking for extra yardage at the 20. Falls down at the 17-yard line. I love that play call out of the timeout. Handed it to Miller going to the right. He gives it to the guy coming around on the end around, who then flips it back, and they throw downfield for a big play.
Razzle dazzle. Throw it up and wide open to Blom. So nice call coming out of the timeout by Coach Dowd, and the Indians are in business again at the 17.
So again, we're inside the Eye Care Partners red zone, sponsored by Dr. Jim Else. There's Tyler Miller left side, and he goes forward across the 10, falling to the 8-yard line, picks up 9. So the Indians are deep in the Eye Care Partner red zone. 2nd and 1 from the Fairfield 8-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 1 left. And Tyler Miller straight ahead. Huge hole, fighting for the goal line.
Yes.
He is in. Touchdown, Indians.
Boy, he's got a nose
My name is Amanda Seeley, and I've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office for 15 years now. I'm a mother of 3 little boys, and since having them, they've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office in Oski Dental. It's been really seamless. I expected a little few hiccups, but he just has this approach that they're very comfortable again. You're the best! We're going to shoot for being a lifelong patient.
We are back in the Wood Iron Grill press box here in Fairfield with Doug DeCock. I'm Jamie Brockman. During the break there, I'm sorry we missed that, but Tyler Miller with a big run up the middle, dives to the goal line and gets in, and touchdown Indians. And then the extra point, of course, good by Blom. He doesn't miss many. So Oskaloosa extends their lead now to 17-0 over Fairfield. 35 seconds remain in the first quarter.
Look at that moon out there. Dane's got her right in there.
Great
Friday
shot there.
the 13th moon, 2049. Let's see. That's about 30 years from now. I'd be over 80. I might be able to make that.
You might. I'd be approaching 80. Great shot there by our OBP camera person, Dane Gardner, up here in the booth with us. So 17-0 Oskaloosa. Tyler Miller with a big touchdown run. 35 seconds remain first quarter.
And for those of you who are out there watching and following other games, we always welcome some text or information on those games, especially if they're our district games. We would prefer to know. I had ScoreStream on my phone, but when I got a new phone, it doesn't work anymore.
Blom to kick off.
Uh-oh. That one's short.
Well, it's just into the end zone for a touchback. Oh. Short for Blom standards, but it's just across the goal line for a touchback. And again, Fairfield will start possession at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Trojans at their own 20. They have not moved the ball at all tonight against Oskaloosa's defense. Indians leading 17-0, and we've got 35 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. And
that big game over in Pella between Norwalk and Pella. 4 minutes left in the first half, and Norwalk leads 7-0 over Pella.
They're both ranked teams. Norwalk coming to Oski next week.
Well, is Norwalk ranked? They lost to DCG last week.
Okay. Oh, quarterback shuffling and under pressure throws, and a sliding catch is made for a short gain at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 3 is all.
Yeah, but what a great effort there by the quarterback for Fairfield. He's under big-time pressure from Van Veldhuizen, Satimi, and I think that was Bobby Opheim in there again, and he is really creating some havoc tonight. He's doing a good job. He's an undersized defensive lineman, but he's really quick.
And that'll be the final play of our first quarter here in Fairfield. So 1 quarter in the books here in week 3 of high school football Friday night. Oskaloosa with a great opening quarter. They lead Fairfield 17-0 here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We'll take a break back in the Wood Iron Grill press box for your second quarter coming up on the Indians Network. Don't go away.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you. At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
We are back in the Wood Iron Grill press box here on the Indians Network, a partnership of Oskaloosa News, MCG, Thunder Country, KIIC, also in cooperation with the OVP, Oskaloosa Video Productions class, and Oskaloosa Community School. I'm Jamie Brockman, joined in the box by Doug DeCock and Dane Gardner from OVP running the controls tonight. We switch sides to the football field. Fairfield has it to start the second quarter, and they've got some room on the far side around the corner. Biggest gain of the game for the Trojans.
It's going to be 15. That's going to be a personal foul over there on the Oskaloosa sidelines.
They got out to the 42-yard line, and then if the personal foul's against Oski, they'll tack 15 on top of that. Boy, penalties are mounting up against Oskaloosa in this first half, once again, like they did a week ago. Fortunately, it's not keeping us off the scoreboard, though, like it did last week.
Well, and you know what? Sometimes if you're getting penalties because you're being aggressive and you're going out trying to hit somebody, that's not so bad. I mean, you don't want to make that a habit, but after last week, we needed to come out this week and really get after some people.
So a lot of positive yardage there. Big run, and then the penalty afterwards gives Fairfield first down. Their first down of the game. Now they run it up the right side, and Oskaloosa stuffs it immediately. Line of scrimmage was the 46-yard line, and I think he lost one to the 47.
Looks like Satimi was in there. I saw somebody, the end come down. Van Veldhuizen come down, straight down the line, and got around the waist, and then the runner was able to break through that, but Satimi cleaned it up. Newman, Opheim, Septimi, and Van Veldhuizen on the front. Oskaloosa goes with 5 down here.
2 receivers left, 1 right for Fairfield.
Bring Creer on
Here
a blitz.
Comes Creer. Creer gets through. He had the quarterback in the backfield, but he escapes and goes forward to the 45-yard line, so it's a 1-yard gain. Boy, Creer just about had him for a big loss.
So Coach Jenkins says, hey, Coach Dowd, you want to run your flea flicker for a long gain? I'm going to run some stunts with my corners and off of the edges. So both coaches having a little fun here tonight.
And Wyatt Creer went through there with no problem, got to the quarterback, wrapped him up, but he escaped. Still just a 1-yard short gain, so it is 3rd down and 9, Fairfield at their own 45, at the Oskaloosa 45-yard line. First time in Oski territory in this game. Quarterback looking to throw. He does up the middle. It's caught. And across the 30 for another Trojan first down at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 16.
Well, nice pass there by the Fairfield quarterback. And then a nice catch in the tackle. We do have some new players in on that. Was Colin Snitker is in there now. So Blom is going to come back in for him. Leland Evans still in there for Oskaloosa at one of the linebacker spots.
Fairfield moving the ball for the first time in this game. Here comes the blitz once again from Creer on the outside, and it works that time. As that is going to be a big loss for the Trojans back at the 35-yard line, a loss of 6.
Well, Oskaloosa bringing the house on a lot of these plays, and one thing you got to be careful when you do that, you got to stay in your lanes, because if you get creased, as we saw Washington do to us last week, you can give up a huge gain on the ground right up the middle.
Loss of 6 makes it 2nd down and 16 from the Oskaloosa 35-yard line. They'll send 2 out wide right, 1 left. Shotgun again for the quarterback, Farrell. And he fakes a handoff, rolling right. Leland Evans chasing him. Noah Van Veldhuizen closing in as well. He throws, and it is incomplete on the far sideline. Good pressure there from behind by Leland Evans, and then he could see big number 87 closing in on the corner. And he had to let that go, I think, a step or 2 sooner than he wanted. Incomplete.
Yeah, good job by the Oskaloosa defense there. Leland Evans in hot pursuit of the quarterback. But one thing I've noticed, Jamie, there's a lot more communication going on. You can just see them talking with their hands, making people aware, you know, where the wide receivers are at, what formation they're in. So much better job of communicating so far tonight by the defense.
3rd down and 16 for Fairfield from the Oskaloosa 35-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Looking to throw again. He airs this one up, and it's up for grabs, incomplete. Not a great throw there, and the closest to have a shot at it over there was Reed Brown, who has a 44-yard interception return earlier in the game in the first quarter. Just about had another pick there.
Good coverage there by Reed Brown. A couple other games of note tonight of interest. Grinnell, which has started 2-0 and is in our district, traveled over to ADM tonight. ADM is up 17-0 over Grinnell in the second quarter. Newton leads Ottumwa 21-7, and Regina is up 28-6 on Pella Christian at the half. So those are some area scores.
4th and 16, Fairfield. They're going to punt it away. They're trying to angle it to the corner, and goes out of bounds, and it's just a question of where does the official spot it. And he's going to stop at about the 18-yard line. So Oskaloosa will retake possession, 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. Oski leads it 17-0 here in Fairfield. 9:25 left to go in the first half. With Doug DeCock, I'm Jamie Brockman. We are in the Wood Iron Grill press box. Dane Gardner of OVP is running the camera. Homecoming is a couple of weeks away, but we do have the King and Queen candidates this year. They've been announced. We'll talk about that in a second. After this play,
that's a teaser, isn't it?
It is. I've got the King and Queen candidates right here.
There you go.
Several of them are here tonight. All right, let's see what Coach Dowd has in mind. Starting at his own 18-yard line, he's going to run career in motion. Will Schultz going to keep it. Bounces it to the outside. Still looking for room. And escapes the tackle and still going forward. Turns nothing into a little bit of something as he gets to the 26-yard line. Picks up 8 yards.
Well, nice run. Just pecking his way along the line there and finding little openings. But one thing Will does very well is he got his pad level low, but he's going forward. You don't see him get hit a lot of times, or Tyler Miller, and go backwards. They usually fall forward.
Here's the pitch to Tyler Miller in the backfield, and Miller cannot get to the outside. He's going to be dropped for a loss of about 3 back at the 23-yard line. All right, here are the King candidates for Oskaloosa homecoming this year. These are the King candidates: Austin Adams, Jack Dawson, Tyler Miller, Isaac Schultz, and Noah Van Veldhuizen. We'll get to the Queen candidates after this next play. 2 receivers right, 2 left. 3rd and 5, Oski from their own 23-yard line. Snap to Schultz. He's looking left, throws left, and it's up in the air, but it's caught by, I believe that's Noah Van Veldhuizen. And he's going to have the first down and more as he gets to the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 12 and an Indian first down.
Nice grab by Noah coming back to the ball there, and then he almost broke a tackle to get a few more yards. But Oskaloosa moves the chains with another first down.
They haven't even set the chains yet, and Oski's already up to the line ready to go. Fake handoff to Miller. Schultz keeps it himself around the left side. Hit at the 40, spins off of that, gets an extra yard to the 41. Give him 6. It'll be a 2nd down and 4. All right, here are your Queen candidates this year for Oskaloosa homecoming: Riz Alesna, Megan Mormon, Emily Richmond, Carson Swim, and Jolie Yang.
That's volleyball.
That's pretty much your entire volleyball team right there.
That's all but one.
So congratulations to everybody that was nominated for candidates of King and Queen this year, and I can't wait to see who gets the crowns coming up in a couple of weeks. Here's swing pass in the backfield, right side to Miller. Nice block, 45-50, and Miller forced out of bounds to the sideline at the 47-yard line of Fairfield. That is an 11-yard pickup on the swing pass from Schultz to Miller.
Well, and speaking of volleyball, I'd like to send out a congratulations to that volleyball team. That was one heck of a win over number 5 ranked DCG on Tuesday night in Oskaloosa, and I'll tell you what, when them gals put their minds to it and they play with some fire, they are a tough bunch, and they could do some damage come tournament time, and they've got a shot to finish in the top 2 in the conference.
I want to congratulate the Oskaloosa girls swim team also. They picked up a dual win over Fairfield earlier this week. Same play, left side. This time it's Wyatt Creer hitting the backfield, spins off of that, fighting for yards around the 47-yard line, 46. Going to give him a short gain of 1. So it'll be 2nd down and 9. Oski, they're now at the 46-yard line of Fairfield. 6:34 left to go in the first half. Oski 17, Fairfield nothing. Here on the Indians Network. Cross country had some good performances this week too. They were here in Fairfield at the Fairfield Invitational yesterday, I believe. And hand off to Miller. Big hole. Miller is through. And Miller, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Indians. Tyler Miller, no yellow on the field. And that's going to be a 46-yard touchdown run for number 10, Tyler Miller.
Well, good job by the line there. They opened up a nice hole for Miller off the left side, and he squirted through there, and he really only got touched maybe once. And he was on his way to pay dirt, so 6:08 left here in the second quarter, and the Indians have opened up a big lead.
Yes, they have. So a nice score there by Tyler Miller, 46-yard run. And the PAT kick is up and good by Aaron Blom. And Oskaloosa stretches their lead to 24-0 over Fairfield with 6:08 left to play in the first half here in Fairfield. You're watching Oskaloosa football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle. Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
We are back in the Wood Iron Grill press box with Doug DeCock. My name is Jamie Brockman. Thanks for joining us. Dane Gardner of OVP, Oskaloosa Video Production Class, on the camera. Here in Fairfield, 24-0 Oskaloosa. 6:08 left to go in the first half. Another big boot by Aaron Blom in the end zone. Touchback. That's his 5th touchback of the night. And Fairfield will take over 1st and 10, starting at their own 20. And they, other than a couple positive plays on that last drive, they've been unable to move the ball at all in this first half against Oskaloosa.
Yeah, defense has done a good job for the Indians tonight. You're pitching a shutout with 6 minutes left. It'd be nice to go into halftime with at least this big a lead. And we're getting a lot of different guys rotated in on defense. So a good night so far for Oskaloosa.
Shotgun for Farrell. Handed off right side, across the 20, wrapped up there and drug forward to the 22-yard line, a short 2-yard gain. Walker Newman on the tackle out here on the right corner.
Snitker in there. Looks like Newman shaking his hand. Did he get dinged up a little bit on that?
Yeah, it might be a little stinger. Coach sees it, so Walker Newman will go to the sideline now just to be checked out. 4-yard gain, 2nd down and 6 from Fairfield's own 24-yard line. They're on the same play again, and Oski stuffs it quickly at the 25, a gain of 1.
Jamie, I'm impressed with this Bobby Opine tonight. He's only 5'7", 170 pounds, and he's sticking it right in there on the defensive line. And over the years, Oskaloosa has had an undersized tackle. I know Drew Sams played that role one year.
Yep.
And did it very well. And a lot of times we'll have a guy like that that's just got a good motor, and he's quick off the ball and can create havoc right away.
One receiver split to each side for Farrell in the shotgun. He fakes the handoff, rolling right, throws off his back foot, and it is tipped and then caught. That will be a first down for Fairfield across the 30, and he's going to be about the 35-yard line.
Well, we should have got a pick right there. Had 2 guys standing there, went through their hands. So Fairfield gets the first down. One thing our ends or our outside linebacker, whoever has contained, has to make sure they keep that quarterback inside and they take the proper angles. We kind of got inside there. The quarterback could have rolled around us and took off running if he wanted to.
Don't forget, Tuesday night we have Oskaloosa volleyball on the air again, as the volleyball team will be at home on Tuesday. And you can see that right here on the Indians Network. There's movement up front. It's going to be a false start against Fairfield. Somebody jumped earlier there up front for the Trojans. So Tuesday night volleyball here on the Indians Network, and that'll start around 7 o'clock on Tuesday. And then next Friday we're back home after 2 straight road games, and Oskaloosa will host Norwalk in football, and we'll have that as well here on the Indians Network Friday.
Well, my good friend Brett Foster, wrestling coach, just texted me. He said Bobby Opheim wrestled last year, by the way.
Speaking of that, talk about that here in just a minute. Trying to run again around the left side and cut it back to the middle, and nothing there. A short gain of maybe 1. Speaking of wrestlers in football, the entire starting offensive line for the Iowa Hawkeyes, all were wrestlers, state place winners, state champions, every single one of them.
I saw that picture when they were all in there, and you know what? Wrestlers make good tacklers. There's no doubt about that.
And they're tough to bring down because they're good on their feet.
Yeah. And Leland Evans, I know he's another one. Cody Gunn wrestles.
Wyatt Creer.
Wyatt wrestles. So we got some grapplers out there.
All right, it is 2nd and 11, so that was actually a loss of 1. And there's another loss. Look at all the white jerseys taking him down to the turf.
We're getting
Noah Van Veldhuizen in there, Cody Gunn.
We're getting good penetration with our defensive line.
So, and Walker Newman's back in the game as well, and he was in on that. So one of Coach Jenkins' concerns from last week was the communication and the togetherness, if you will, of the defense on the field. And I'm seeing a lot of that here in this first half.
Well, watch Reed Brown. Look at them tapping their helmet there. That's a signal to the other guys. This is the defense we're in.
Yep.
And you can't say it enough to make sure everybody knows. There he is. Opheim on the sack there. So he got in there and got himself a sack. He's having quite a night. And he's got some energy, and that's what I like to see.
Yeah, he's kind of feisty, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
So Fairfield going back on this drive as they're now going to have to punt on 4th and long from their own 20-yard line. So Oskaloosa once again will have good field position. They'll be receiving this right around midfield. That's where you see Reed Brown and Tyler Miller back to receive. Here is the punt. Another good punt. And there will be no return. It rolls across the 40. Fairfield letting it roll. They'll down it at the 37-yard line. Well, I tell you what, punter's got a good leg, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he had that one in the first half that was high and deep, and Miller called the fair catch on it. But, we talked about this last week. I was really impressed with Washington's deep backs on punts. They caught every ball, and they would not let that thing hit the ground and take a roll. And that really can cost you a lot of yardage when you let the ball hit and it rolls 15 yards. That adds up over, 4 or 5 punts of field position. So Schultz still in there at quarterback. Same offense. Schultz split wide right. Career in motion.
Will Schultz looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket, now tucks it and runs. And he's out to the 38-yard line. It's going to be a short gain of 1. For Will Schultz, it'll be 2nd down and 9. 24-0. Oski leads it here in Fairfield. 1:20 and counting left to go until halftime. Oski would like to score one more time here before the break with 1:11 and counting to go. 2nd down and 9 from the 38. Schultz rolling left, throws, and going high up in the air and making the catch at near midfield is Isaac Schultz.
Yeah, nice catch by Ike, elevating on that at the 49-yard line, and actually it'd be about the 47.
48, yeah.
And first down for the Indians. So Noah Ide in there for Oskaloosa at right tackle right now.
First down, Indians, just shy of midfield. Miller in motion in the backfield. Isaac Schultz throws straight up the middle. It is caught at the 40-yard line. That's another Oskaloosa first down. And once again, Isaac Schultz on the reception.
Well, I really like that play, Jamie, because when they send Miller in motion, that takes a linebacker out of the middle of the field and really can open it up for that slot receiver for that middle
Oski
catch.
Quick up to the line. Will Schultz looking to throw again. Starts to scramble, throws, and caught by and dropped by Wyatt Creer. Caught and dropped. So it'll be a second down and 10. Oskaloosa line of scrimmage is the 40-yard line of Fairfield. We have 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Oskaloosa with 2 timeouts remaining. And second down and 10 from the 40 of Fairfield. Looking over to the sideline, getting the play call from Coach Dowd after they see what the defense brings. 2 receivers right. Miller again in motion in the backfield. Will looks to him, looks him off, now throws. It's caught by Van Veldhuizen at the 30. Noah still on his feet, fighting at the 24-yard line. Another Oski first down.
Well, we're in field goal range.
We're absolutely in field goal range with Aaron Blom, no doubt about it. And Oski's going to use one of those 2 timeouts remaining. So Oskaloosa moving the ball, trying to score here before halftime with 21 seconds remaining in the half. And they lead it 24-0. Line of scrimmage looks like the it's the 15, what is it? The 25-yard line. 25-yard line. So, yeah, from here it'd be a 42-yard field goal for Blom, which is certainly makeable.
I kind of like to see that.
Well, we might. I
think we're going to get some yards here. We're not going to see that far.
Well, I think.
What do we got?
There's 21 seconds left, so I think if we don't score here, you probably use your last timeout and then bring out the field goal would be my guess.
Yeah, 1 timeout now, so they're probably thinking field goal here. You could try one, shoot one to the house here, and see what you get. If it's incomplete, it's no big deal. So Coach Dowd wanted to see what kind of defense they lined up in. It looks like they're in kind of a cover 2 back there with the 2 safeties deep.
Will Schultz looking to throw, has time. He does throw down near the end zone. It is caught by Aaron Blom, and they're going to say incomplete. They're going to say he bobbled it and did not catch it. Pretty far away from our vantage point, so it's difficult for me to say, but I thought it was a catch initially. But it is incomplete. 16 seconds on the clock, 2nd and 10. From the 25, you still have time to run a play here, as the clock did stop with that incomplete pass. So, again, probably the same thing we were just talking about. Run a play, look to the end zone. If it's not there, then probably settle for a field goal. 2 receivers to each side. Will Schultz, straight drop, setting up for the screen. And
good job by the Fairfield defense.
Yeah, the Fairfield defense wrapped up Tyler Miller as soon as he caught that pass. He had nowhere to go. And Oski will use their final timeout with 7 seconds remaining.
We are going to see a 42-yard attempt here.
Line of scrimmage is still the 25-yard line. And that's exactly what we'll see here is Aaron Blom will come out and attempt a 42-yard field goal. Earlier in the first quarter, he hit from 34 yards out. So we'll see. We'll see what Oski has in mind here. Do they let Coach Dowd be creative here, maybe run some sort of a fake, or do you absolutely take the 3? You're up 24-0.
I think it's a good time to work on this here at 24-0, and let him try one. This is a nice distance. By nice, I mean this is the money distance. If you go to college, this is the one they want you to hit consistently, 40 to 45.
Aaron Blom is a preferred walk-on committed to the University of Iowa.
They're going to run a quick play. No, they're not. No timeouts.
So we have no timeouts, and looks like we're going to go for it. And we are. Will Schultz throwing to the sideline, and he hits Isaac Schultz, who quickly gets out of bounds with 2 seconds remaining. So that was let's just move Aaron in a little bit closer, I guess.
Yeah.
Quick sideline play there. 2 seconds left. Line of scrimmage now would be the 20, so it'll be a 37-yard field goal if they kick here with 2 seconds remaining, which it looks like they will.
Good play. Not very good defense by Fairfield, playing so soft on them corners, and they just gave up that 9-yard gain.
So Isaac Schultz is the holder, and Aaron Blom is the kicker. 37 yards. The kick is up. And it is good. It is good. 37-yard field goal by senior Aaron Blom, his second field goal of the game. And as it goes through the uprights, the horn sounds, and that is the end of our first half here in Fairfield. So add 3 for the Indians there right at the end of the half. And Oskaloosa takes a 27-0 lead into the locker room at halftime over Fairfield. You are watching Oski football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. The Indians Network is a partnership between Oskaloosa News, also Thunder Country KIIC, and MCG. And we work very much in cooperation with the OVP class, Oskaloosa Video Productions. They film the pregame interview for me. They run the cameras. They normally do all the production and directing, but tonight that's kind of up to me here on the road. And so, it's only my second attempt at it, so bear with me. But we do have, again, Dane Gardner from OVP here running the camera, and Kim Guile is here in the booth for helping out as well tonight, making sure things go smooth. So 27-0 halftime. Oskaloosa leads it over Fairfield. We will take a break. We will be back in the Wood Iron Grill press box, and we'll bring you the RE/MAX first half recap, go through the numbers, and set things up for the second half here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Did he say he'd send him?
No. I haven't got a reply yet.
Oh, shit. I quit it.
Tonight, the high school band will perform a song from their theme show, Lifescapes. This song represents the chaotic day in the life of a high school teenager. The band will perform to the first song, a 2005 release by singer.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
Go Hawks! Go Cyclones!
Go to Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa for all things black and gold and cardinal and gold. It's one of the largest collections of sports gear for both teams anywhere in the state. Mahaska Drug has it all. It's a fun store to shop, loaded with ideas to make life a little entertaining, a little more enjoyable, and it's all in one store.
Hawkeyes! Cyclones! Hawkeye! Cyclones!
Let everyone know with Hawkeye and Cyclone merchandise from Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's big, really big.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
If you want to save more.
If you want a butcher who knows more.
If you want fewer aisles and more value.
Less quantity, more quality.
If you want more of this.
And this.
And this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
With 16 bays and several trained technicians, Bill & Ray's operates the finest diesel engine repair and towing service in Southeast Iowa. They perform complete engine repair, electronic diagnostics on all types of engines, drivetrain rebuilding, fleet service, and motor coach repair, along with 24-hour wrecker service with no limit on travel radius. Bill & Ray's will get you back on the road. Bill & Ray's, Highway 23 Oskaloosa, and proud supporter of Oski Indians activities.
My name is Amanda Seeley, and I've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office for 15 years now. I'm a mother of 3 little boys, and since having them, they've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office in Oski Dental. It's been really seamless. I expected a little few hiccups, but he just has this approach that they're very comfortable again. You're the best! We're going to shoot for being a lifelong patient.
Every morning before my family and I head out the door for the day, we tell each other to be the one. It's a challenge we make to each other to step up and show kindness when we have the opportunity. I'm Mike Sitzma, funeral director here at Bates Funeral Chapel. I see families in some of their toughest times. However, I get to see our community at its best through the outpouring of love and support they show those affected by loss. I challenge you to join me and my family to look for opportunities daily to be the one.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Call State Farm agent Wendell Campbell at 641-673-4462.
Come experience Penn Central Mall. With a variety of shops, services, restaurants, and more, Penn Central is the place to go for all your shopping and entertainment needs. Grab a gourmet grilled cheese at Wonder Lunch, shop the latest trends at Maurice's, find the perfect gift at Gardner Collier, or enjoy a night out with ice cream and retro arcade games at Old School Pinball and Arcade. Penn Central also has numerous public events scheduled throughout the year to provide fun for the whole family. Find them on Facebook to stay up to date with deals and upcoming events. Walk, shop, enjoy. Penn Central Mall.
When he's not nursing residents with special needs, James Passion is improving his family residence. Hillary? When she's not teaching undergrads, she's cooking up fun for Carson and Owen. The local home loan experts at Midwest One help them buy their home, pay down principal, make improvements, and build up equity. Their local mortgage service was so easy and affordable that James and Hillary even referred a friend. For local mortgage service, choose Simply Better Banking from Midwest One.
At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Wood Iron Grill press box here in Fairfield. We are at halftime, and Oskaloosa leads Fairfield 27-0 here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. Well, Doug, exactly what Oskaloosa needed after a 62-12 loss a week ago. Got the ball moving, set the tone early with a defensive interception for a score, and I like what I've seen in the first half. The adjustments they made in practice seem to be working defensively, and they got a 27-0 lead as a result.
Well, they're up 27-0, and the stats show it. I mean, they are dominating not only on the scoreboard, but in the stats also, with 13 first downs to only 3 first downs for Fairfield in that first half. So one of those came on a tip ball. They're late in the second quarter. So the Oskaloosa defense really doing the job tonight.
Yeah, they are. Let's look at some of the numbers here at halftime, and we'll do that with our RE/MAX recap here on the Indians Network. And this is your RE/MAX recap, and thanks to Wade Steinlage and Jody once again for keeping the stats tonight. Looks like Oskaloosa with 13 first downs in the first half, Fairfield with 3. You look at rushing yards, Oskaloosa 18 rushes for 100 118 yards. Fairfield, 13 rushes, only 5 rushing yards in the first half. Through the air, Oskaloosa is 11 of 16 for 104 yards. Fairfield just 3 for 10 for 27 yards, and, of course, 1 interception. So total offense in the first half, Oskaloosa 34 plays, 222 yards. Fairfield 23 plays, Doug, only 32 yards total offense in 2 quarters for the Trojans on their home field.
That's only like 1.3 or 4 yards a play. So total shutdown here by the Black Shirts.
Oskaloosa has been penalized 5 times in the first half for 50 yards, and Fairfield penalized 4 times for 30 yards. And Oskaloosa does have the 1 interception on defense that they returned 38 yards officially for the touchdown by Reed Brown. Looking at the individual leaders, Tyler Miller, 14 rushes in the first half, already over 100 yards, 102 in the first half, and 2 touchdowns for Tyler Miller. He's averaging about 7.5 yards per carry. Will Schultz, 3 carries, 15 yards. Wyatt Creer carried once for 1 yard. In the air, Will Schultz is 11 of 16, 104 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. On the receiving side, Isaac Schultz leading the way, 3 catches with 27 yards. Aaron Blom, 2 catches for 42 yards. Tyler Miller has caught 3 for 6 yards, and Noah Van Veldhuizen, 2 catches for 27 yards. For Fairfield, on the ground, Carter Farrell, their quarterback, 6 carries for 9 yards. And their running back, Leone Gishur, 4 carries for 7 yards. Through the air, Farrell is just 3 of 10 for 27 yards with 1 interception. And his receivers, Maxwell Wheaton, 2 catches for 25 yards. Landon Cooker, 1 catch for 2 yards. Defensively, for Oskaloosa, Kenny Satimi, he's made the change to go one way, defense only, and he's a leading tackler at halftime with 5, including 1 for loss. Bobby Opheim, who Doug mentioned a lot in that first half, has 3 total tackles. One half sack and 2.5 tackles for loss.
Yeah, that's big.
Cody Gunn, 3 tackles, and Noah Van Veldhuizen, 3 tackles. Those are your defensive leaders in the first half for Oskaloosa. So again, halftime score is 27-0. Oskaloosa leading over Fairfield here in week 3 of the football season. Oskaloosa 222 yards total offense and holding Fairfield to just 32 total yards in the first half. You are watching Oskaloosa football here on the Indians Network, and it is presented by Craig Ford, and this has been our RE/MAX recap here on the Indians Network at halftime. Great performance by the Fairfield High School Marching Band as they make their way off the field. The teams are ready to get back out, do their second half warm-ups, and we'll be ready for the second half kickoff coming up here in just a bit. And Fairfield will receive the opening kick of the second half. So once again, this is Oskaloosa football on the Indians Network presented by Craig Ford. Looking ahead, don't forget, coming up on Tuesday night, we have Oskaloosa volleyball on the air once again, coming off a huge win. They just upset number 5 ranked DCG on Tuesday night. So we'll have the Indian volleyball team back on the air on Tuesday starting around 7 o'clock right here on the Indians Network, including MCG Channel 7. And then next Friday, back home in the friendly confines at Lacey Stadium as Oskaloosa football will be hosting Norwalk. Final non-district game for the Indians. And we'll have that for you next Friday with pregame at 7, kickoff 7:30.
And Norwalk is leading Pella at the half 7-0. So here's what has happened in that kind of little triangle over there. Pella went and beat DCG 14-0 the first week of the year. DCG then beat Norwalk in overtime last week. I'm not positive on that score, like 27-24, something like that. And then now Norwalk is beating Pella, so it's who knows, kind of a toss up there. But Pella exploded last week for a bunch of points, and Fairfield, Fairfield lost to Knoxville the first game of the year in a fairly close game at Knoxville, 16-9, I think it was. Yeah, 16-9, and then they lost to Clear Creek Amana, who was ranked number 10 at the beginning of the year, but then lost big to Mount Pleasant, 33 They beat Fairfield last week 33-7. So Oskaloosa's up 27-0 here at halftime. That's pretty impressive.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. So, again, with Doug DeCock, I'm Jamie Brockman. We're here in the Wood Iron Grill press box. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. Again, a partnership between Oskaloosa News, Thunder Country, KIIC, MCG, as well as Oskaloosa Video Production and Oskaloosa Community School District. 27-0, Indians leading here at the half over the Trojans. And we will step away for a break. We'll be back, and the second half kickoff will be coming up right here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford, live from Fairfield, Iowa. It's all Indians at the half, 27-0.
At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health. At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health. At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Fairfield. We are in the Wood Iron Grill press box with Doug DeCock. My name is Jamie Brockman, and running the camera for us tonight. And view you're enjoying on your picture. We got to say thank you to Dane Gardner from the OVP program at Oskaloosa High School. Hey, once again, if you missed it earlier, want to highlight the King and Queen candidates for this year's Oskaloosa Homecoming, which is 2 weeks from tonight, by the way. 2 weeks from tonight, week 5, when we host Grinnell. But our King candidates are Austin Adams, Jack Dawson, Tyler Miller, Isaac Schultz, and Noah Van Veldhuizen. And your Queen candidates for this year's homecoming will be Riz Alesna, Megan Mormon, as well as Emily Richmond, Carson Swim, and Jolie Yang. Congratulations to all of them. And can't wait for homecoming coming up in 2 weeks. It's going to be an exciting week, as it always is. And a tough contest, as Oskaloosa will welcome in Grinnell for homecoming 2 weeks from tonight. All right, 27-0, Oski leading it here at the half. And second half kickoff coming up here in just a moment. And Fairfield will receive. No, I'm sorry. Oskaloosa will receive the opening second half kick, won't they?
Yes, Fairfield took the ball in the first half. So the Indians will receive here in the second.
All right, final instructions being given over there on the sideline. Here come the Indians back out onto the field. So Oskaloosa will receive the second half kickoff, see if they can keep that offensive momentum rolling here in the third quarter. Tyler Miller, Wyatt Creer back deep to receive, standing at their own 10-yard line.
Oh, a little onside kick.
It is an onside kick, and Fairfield is on it across that 44-yard line. Oskaloosa did not see that coming, neither did I, to be honest. But Fairfield executes a perfect onside kick, and they cover it at the 43-yard line of Oskaloosa.
Well, nice job by Fairfield there. you know, if you're Oskaloosa, you had to kind of expect that. But a perfect onside kick, and Fairfield will take over at the Oskaloosa 44-yard line.
Well, they had 32 yards total offense in the first half against this Oski defense, so defense going to have to do it again. Here's a quick throw on the slant, and it is almost intercepted by Wyatt Creer, but tipped away incomplete.
Well, Jamie, I got a few more things for you here in the third quarter. 42-6, Regina. Washington in a huge game against North Liberty tonight. Iowa City Liberty, two top, probably 5-ranked teams. The Demons lead in the second quarter, 16-8.
Tell you what, they are.
They are legit.
Yes, they are. All right, second down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Fairfield from the Oski 43-yard line. Again, they recover an onside kick to start the third quarter. There's a screen pass caught at the 40, spins off a tackle, gets to the 35-yard line. About a half a yard shy of the first down, though, for Fairfield.
Reed Brown coming up from a safety position with a nice tackle there. Good play by Fairfield on a little screen left. Another score here for local in our area. Sigourney Keota 62, Albia 27, and that's in the third quarter.
Wow. All right, two receivers right, one left. Shotgun for Fairfield on third and short just across the Oskaloosa 35-yard line. And it's a straight handoff, and Oskaloosa hits him as soon as he touches the football for a big loss at the 38-yard line. It's going to go as a loss of 3, which now makes it 4th and 5 Fairfield.
Well, Satimi in there with good penetration for the loss, and Van Veldhuizen helps him out.
Scoring drives in the first half, by the way. I didn't go through that on the Remax recap. I apologize. Reed Brown got Oskaloosa on the board defensively with a 44-yard or 38-yard interception return for a touchdown just 55 seconds into the game, and Oski led 7-0. And then later in the first quarter, with 5:51 remaining, Aaron Blom connects on a 34-yard field goal. Quarterback under pressure, rolling to his left, and he's going to be wrapped up by Wyatt Creer.
Didn't get it.
And then driven out of bounds short of the first down. Creer wrapped him up. Gunn and Blom were there to make sure he didn't go any further as he crossed the 40 to the 37-yard line, but it is going to be about 2 yards shy, and Oskaloosa will take over on downs. So Aaron Blom with a 34-yard field goal put Oski up 10-0. 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Tyler Miller scores on an 8-yard run. Oski was up 17-0, and there was 6:08 to go in the second quarter. Tyler Miller breaks free on a 46-yard touchdown run, and that put Oskaloosa up 24-0. And then right before half, we saw, what was it, the distance on that field goal by Blom?
42, no.
About 37.
Yeah, that's right. They gained about, it wasn't quite that far. Oh, a little mix-up in the backfield. Schultz now then pitches it to Creer, and he's able to get about 7 yards after the little miscommunication there on the handoff between Schultz and Miller.
Picks up 5. It'll be a second down and 5, Oski. From their own 43-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Van Veldhuizen and Blom are wide left. Isaac Schultz wide right. Miller and Creer are in the backfield with
like
Will
this.
Schultz. Option for Will Schultz. He's going to keep it himself. Couldn't turn the corner. And he'll be brought down for no gain.
Oh, good tackle there by the Fairfield defense.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to open up over there, didn't it?
It did.
It closed quick.
Well, one thing you got to make sure when you're running something like that, kind of like an option, is that you keep your depth as a running back. You tend to get closer and closer to the quarterback. You got to run kind of parallel to him so he has a good pitch angle.
Will took a look at Miller there. It looked like he wanted to pitch it, but they just didn't have that spacing. Short gain of 1, 3rd down and 4. Now they run the option to the right side.
Stay with him.
Will's going to keep it again. Works off a block. Gets met just before midfield. Driven out of bounds at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. Should be. It's going to be close to a first down. Based on where their officials are standing on the field, it looks to me like they're in front of the first down markers, but they have not moved the chains. Oh, there's a flag. So Oskaloosa flagged on the field. That would be why.
Yeah, this one's going to come back. So Coach Harms back in Oskaloosa getting us a score here. We've got BGM 61-6 final over North Mahaska. The good news is North Mahaska got on the board there. So they've had kind of a murderer's row. They'll get into district play here, and things will get a little more reasonable for them.
And Coach Harms will be joining us next 2 weeks on the sideline at home at Lacey Stadium here on the broadcast. So look forward to having Coach Harms back with us the next 2 weeks. There's movement on the front line on both sides. Flags fly everywhere before the snap. And this one's going to go against the defense. Offsides, Fairfield defense moves it forward 5. Where it'll be a 3rd down and 10 from Oski's 43-yard line.
Here's a little bit of a surprise. A team we play later on this year, Knoxville, leading Centerville 10-0 at the half.
I tell you, Knoxville is 2-0, and they may be a surprise. Here's Will Schultz, straight drop, looking to throw, and just out of the reach of Tyler Miller at the 45, incomplete. Schultz had a good look at Miller there. Tyler was about maybe a half step in front of his defender, but couldn't connect, so Oskaloosa looks like they will punt for the first time tonight.
Well,
and Will Schultz will remain the punter.
One thing about Knoxville, Jamie, they will hit you. And I don't care whether they're 0 whatever or having a winning year. They are always a tough team.
Yes. Hard nose.
Yep, they hit hard.
First punt of the game for Oskaloosa. Will Schultz gets a high punt away. That is going to be caught and then fumbled. Ball is loose.
And Oski got it.
And Oskaloosa is on it.
Who is that? That is Mason Ford.
Yeah, Mason Ford. Mason Ford with the fumble recovery on the punt. And look at this. Oskaloosa starting now deep in the Eye Care Partners red zone as the line of scrimmage. It's right at the 20, I guess. Not as deep in the red zone as I thought, but always nice to start your drive in the Eye Care Partner red zone.
Now we're getting to the point where it's tough for our camera guy to find find the ball here. He's doing the best he can.
Will Schultz back to pass. He does. It is caught at the 15. Trying to get to the outside is Miller diving toward the 10. And it's Tyler Miller on the reception. It's going to be a 7-yard gain, 2nd down and 3 coming up. Miller got to the 13-yard line there. Eye Care Partners Red Zone. Stop and see Dr. Jim Else and his staff at Eye Care Partners. They're located in Penn Central Mall in Oskaloosa. Didn't get much coverage last week in the Eye Care Partners Red Zone. We were hardly there, but this week Oski has been living in that red zone. Will Schultz, quarterback keeper, steps inside, flags fly, and Will is fighting for the end zone, but there is a flag in the backfield. Most likely a hold against Oskaloosa, and it is. So wipe out that play on the penalty. A lot of yellow on the field again tonight, Doug.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks in a row. We're just doing some things with our hands, and it's in the open fields a lot of times. You just can't grab and reach out.
So make it 2nd and 16 as it backs it up 6 yards from the spot there. 2nd and 16, Oski now at the 26 of Fairfield, just outside that red zone. They've got 3 receivers left. Will Schultz looks, throws toward the middle into double coverage. It is intercepted at the goal line. He threw it into double coverage, intercepted by Fairfield. On the return, still on their feet to the far side of the field, and going to be across the 25, out about the 27 on the return on the interception. Probably not the best throw there by Will rather. Threw it into double coverage. Fairfield with the pick.
Nice return there. You know, especially with Aaron Blom, moving on here in some tighter games, you want to make sure you don't do that because Aaron Blom's that's 3 points right there.
So they'll say that he was down at the 24-yard line on the return. So it'll be 1st and 10 Fairfield from their own 24-yard line after the interception. So Oskaloosa was forced to punt for the first time in the game and got a great punt by Will Schultz, and then it was bobbled and fumbled by Fairfield. Oskaloosa recovered it at the 20-yard line. And then on that ensuing possession, the interception thrown by Will Schultz at the goal line. And now Fairfield, after the return, 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. 7:48 to go in our third quarter. 27-0 Oskaloosa. Quarterback forced to run out to the right, down the sideline, and he's going to be out just before the first down marker, and flags fly at the end of the play. They're going to get Oskaloosa on a personal foul over there, or a late hit, something like that.
Well, I couldn't hardly see it. It didn't look like he really hit him. He kind of went up and grabbed him with their hands.
It is personal foul against Oskaloosa. So that's going to give first down and more to Fairfield.
Snitker going to check back in for Blom here. So you got Ford at one corner. Looks like, is that Sullivan Ty over there? And then Creer and Reed at the safeties.
Big penalty there. The personal foul tacked on after the run. So first down Fairfield as they move it out to their own 47-yard line, just shy of midfield. Shotgun for the quarterback, drops back, throws. It is incomplete. Boy, I tell you what, Tyler Miller was coming up in a hurry, and if he could have got there, that was a pick six easily.
Well, I was kind of hoping the guy would catch it because he had him in his sights for about 5 yards.
Well, it was either going to be an interception for a pick six or a decleater had he caught it. But incomplete. Second down and 10, Fairfield from their own 47-yard line. 27-0, Oski leads, 7:34 to go. Third quarter here in Fairfield.
Next week's opponent, Norwalk, now leading Pella 10-0 with 5:03 left in the third quarter. That would be an upset, folks.
Yes, it would. Quarterback looking to throw, airs it up, and nice catch made at the 40, dives forward to the Oskaloosa 35-yard line.
Now we're going to get a personal foul, or that's probably going to go against Fairfield, isn't it?
Yeah, they're going back their way.
Unsportsmanlike. So that'll be a dead ball. It should be down here and then 15 yards from the spot of the ball down here, I would think. So I'm going to guess they're going to have the ball at the 47. Well, it's no.
Oh, is it offsetting?
Yeah.
Yep, offsetting, unsportsmanlike on both teams.
Well, is it during the play? Then we play it over, just like at Washington the other night. Remember on the Schultz run?
Okay. Get the officials.
So
officials are discussing it.
What's the difference?
Waiting to sort all this out. They called unsportsmanlike on each team, so offsetting. But looks like.
Well, they called the same thing last week.
Yeah.
And they replayed the down, you know.
So here, it looks like they're going to spot the ball at the 38-yard line of Oskaloosa.
So it's a personal foul during the play, and then a dead ball unsportsmanlike conduct. So that's
okay. Play stands. Penalties offsetting, but the play does stand. So it's big first down for Fairfield.
Well, wouldn't they decline the personal foul to take the play? I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Back-to-back weeks offsetting, personal fouls like that.
But he put his hand up for dead ball.
All right, 1st and 10, Fairfield. And line of scrimmage is the 33 of Oskaloosa. Quarterback in the shotgun, looking to throw. Overthrows him incomplete at the 5-yard line. That play was there, but just led him a little too far. On the coverage for Oskaloosa was Mason Ford.
Well, it was pretty good coverage. I mean, he was going to have to drop it in over him there towards the sideline. So I've been impressed with Mason Ford this year. He's got good size out there on the corner. He's made some hits, pretty good tackler, and he's really done a nice job so far. He got dinged up with an ankle injury, but it looks like he's back to full speed here. 2nd
down and 10, Fairfield from the Oskaloosa 33 again.
Screen.
In the shotgun. Quarterback setting up for the screen. It is caught. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Trying to keep his feet across the 10 and down at the 8-yard line. That's going to move Fairfield deep into the red zone on their end. And another huge Trojan first down.
Yeah, a little middle screen there. You can see that coming. If you're a lineman and they release you that easy, you got to get your hands up and you got to start looking for them backs. But that was a nice play by Fairfield.
So it's going to be first and goal, Fairfield, at the Oskaloosa 8-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Shotgun for the quarterback. Quarterback's going to keep it, go straight forward. He's across the 5. Satimi grabbed him around the legs, and then he's driven down into the turf by Snicker. All kinds of flags flying after that one.
Is this going to go both ways? Because Noah was getting into it. I thought Noah was not at fault at first, and then he retaliated and pushed him, and they got him. But the Fairfield guy instigated that. But a lot of times they'll get the second person. We'll see if they got them both.
Here is the signal. Personal foul, Fairfield.
Yeah.
Personal foul, Oskaloosa. Again, offsetting personal fouls. Play will stand. So it's going to be second down and goal. Second and goal, Fairfield. Or no, will they replay first down? I think they're going to replay. No.
Play will stand. Should be second down.
Yeah, it is second and goal. Second and goal, and it's the 1-yard line is where the ball is spotted. Second and goal from the 1, offsetting personal foul calls. Second time in this quarter that they've called offsetting personal fouls or unsportsmanlike on each team. Second and goal, Fairfield from the Oskaloosa 1. Let's see if the defense can tighten up here and hold them out of the end zone. Straight back to the quarterback. He goes straight ahead, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Fairfield.
Well, they got a cannon of their own there, JB.
Yep. Farrell with the touchdown. So Fairfield Farrell on a 1-yard touchdown run. Again, twice offsetting penalties on personal fouls and unsportsmanlike conducts. Fairfield on the board, 27-6 your score now. 6:31 left to go in our third quarter. Now PAT attempt coming for the Trojans. And the kick is up, and it is good. So add on the extra point, 27-7. Oskaloosa leads it over Fairfield here with 6:31 left to go in our third quarter. You are watching Oskaloosa football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We'll be back.
My name is Amanda Seeley, and I've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office for 15 years now. I'm a mother of 3 little boys, and since having them, they've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office in Oski Dental. It's been really seamless. I expected a little few hiccups, but he just has this approach that they're very comfortable again. You're the best! We're going to shoot for being a lifelong patient.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
We are back on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford in the Wood Iron Grill press box in Fairfield. Oskaloosa 27, Fairfield 7, 6:31 left to go in the third quarter. Here is the Fairfield kickoff. Started the second half with an onside kick that they recovered. And this one is a kick into the end zone and a touchback. So Oskaloosa offense will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Well, I think the offense needs to get it going here. You're getting outscored 7-0 now in the second half. So you want to win each half. And hopefully they come out on firing away here instead of letting this game get closer than what it really is.
All right, 1st and 10 Indians from their own 20-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Shotgun for Will Schultz. Fakes one handoff, then gives it to Tyler Miller. Miller forward, still trying to drive those legs at the 25-yard line before he's driven down. Give him a gain of 5. Tell you what, Tyler Miller's running hard tonight, Doug. He is not going down easy.
Yeah, I like that play. It's a little, I don't know, we used to call it a cross buck, but, you fake it one way and go the other way. Little misdirection.
2nd down and 5 from the Indians' 25-yard line. And that's just a quick hitter straight up the middle, and nothing opened up, no gain on that one. Bring up 3rd down. Tyler Miller, the carrier again.
Well, we could see, has Oskaloosa punted tonight?
Once. Yeah, we got the fumble, remember?
Oh, that's right.
So the offense kind of stalling a bit here in the second half. 3rd down and 5. 3 receivers to the right, 1 left. Schultz in the shotgun, Miller in the backfield. Will looks to throw, and it is batted away. Looking at Noah Van Veldhuizen right at the 1st down marker over on the far side, and it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Pretty good throw by Schultz. He put it right when Noah turned. The ball was there, but also good defense by Fairfield to knock it away. Would have been a tough catch. So Oskaloosa for the 2nd time here in the second half is going to punt.
Last time, a good punt by Will Schultz, fumbled deep in their own territory by Fairfield, recovered by Oskaloosa. Here's another decent punt by Schultz. He's going to take a big bounce at the 45-yard line, still rolling to the far sideline, and out of bounds around the 35-yard line, it appears. So Fairfield takes over, 1st down and 10. And line of scrimmage will be their own 34-yard line.
Got a few updates for you, JB. Newton leading Ottumwa with 42-21. Norwalk now up 17-3 with 3:08 left in the 3rd. Mediapolis with a 27-20 win over Pekin. And I'll tell you what, Sigourney really put it on Pekin, and they're putting it on, is it Albia tonight?
Yep. 2 receivers left, 1 right for Washington. Shotgun, and the snap rolls back to the quarterback. Farrell, he picks it up, trying to make something happen. And Oskaloosa will swarm him before he gets to the outside and turns the corner. And he does pick up about, well, did he lose yards?
Yeah, he lost a couple.
Yep.
It almost looked like that was Oskaloosa's linemen are just getting in there immediately. I don't know if that was another screen call or what, but they're getting very little resistance up front, and that's Bobby Opheim, who's done a fantastic job on the line tonight, and he's getting in there all the time with his quickness.
Loss of 2 makes it 2nd down and 12. Here comes the blitz by Oskaloosa once again. Farrell looking to throw, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. Coverage applied there by Reed Brown.
Well, nice little stunt there on the line. Opened up a hole, and I didn't see who got the penetration. Put some pressure on the quarterback, but the pretty good throw under pressure. And good coverage by Reed.
One-on-one, man-to-man coverage. 3rd down and 12. Fairfield, line of scrimmage is their own 32-yard line. Two left, 1 right. Shotgun again for Farrell. Farrell steps up in the pocket, heavy pressure. He'll be sacked by the Indian defense.
Walker Newman was in there first, and then not sure who got him from behind, whether that was Cody Gunn possibly. So 4th and a long, long ways for the Trojans.
4th and 12, line of scrimmage, their own 32-yard line, so they will punt the football away. Tyler Miller back to receive, standing right around midfield. And the punt is away. Miller chases it down. He's going to try to return it. Gets to midfield. 45 now cuts it back. Oh, if he can get to the outside, he's got a gun.
He got it.
Green. Here goes Tyler Miller. Nobody's going to catch him. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Tyler Miller on the punt return, opposite direction, switching fields. Way to go, Tyler Miller.
I was watching behind the ball, and I'm not sure who it was, but for Oskaloosa, but they did a good job of not blocking in the back as Miller got up inside there, and no flags. So there's a score for the Oskaloosa special teams.
What a great return by Tyler Miller. 3:31 to go in the third quarter. And he caught that about I want to say around the 42-yard line. I want to say about a 58-yard punt return.
You know, something else that looks good tonight, we had a little trouble with last week. It was our snaps, and they've been crisp tonight and on target. So good job. I think Noah's doing that. Noah Van Veldhuizen of snapping tonight.
By the way, that is the third touchdown tonight for Tyler Miller. He scored on an 8-yard run, a 46-yard run, and now unofficially 58-yard punt return. 3 touchdowns tonight, trifecta for Tyler Miller. And Oskaloosa stretches that lead out to 34-7 after the PAT kick by Aaron Blom.
All right.
So now the Indians will bring the kickoff team out on the field, and we'll see Aaron Blom send one again, I'm sure, into the end zone for another touchback. Be interesting to see what the coaching staff decides to do here. Up 34-7, not really being challenged at all in this game by Fairfield. So when do you start to sub? When do, you don't want to injure anybody heading into week 4.
I think you maybe go one more series here with all your starters on defense, and then you start plugging in maybe two or three guys the next time, and you see what your offense can do. But it's probably out of reach, but we'll see what they do. He made this series put some new guys in on defense. He's been doing that from the start, though.
Yeah, they've been rotating guys in and out all night long. Great defensive plan tonight by Coach Jenkins and his defensive staff. They knew they needed a better performance tonight after last week, and
they got it.
They rode the kids hard this week in practice. The kids responded, and I like what I'm seeing. Here's the kick by Blom. And, this one stays in play. It'll be returned for the first time tonight at the 5-yard line. He's got a hole up the middle. Angle into the outside, 20, 25, 30, and across the 35-yard line. Nice return there by the Trojans, where they will take over first down and 10. 3:24 left to go in the third quarter. Oskaloosa 34 and Fairfield 7. With DeCock, Jamie Brockman here in the Wood Iron Grill press box.
Wow, Jamie. Washington and Liberty tied at 23 in the third. What a game. We knew that was going to be a big game.
Yep.
And they are really duking it out. Sheraton leading Eddyville 34-13. Centerville trailing Knoxville 17-3. And Norwalk, I saw was texted to score 17-3, but I'm seeing 10-3. So
straight handoff for Fairfield. Nothing happening as that front line of Oskaloosa stuffs it, drives them back. About 4 Indians were wrapped up on him there, including Satimi, Walker, Newman. Front defensive line has played very strong tonight.
I got confirmation on that. It is 17-3 Norwalk over Pella. So Bondurant Farrar leading South Tama, a team will play later on this year, 41-0. South Tama's really down this year.
Loss of 1 on that last play makes it second down and 11. Trojans from their own 34-yard line. Snap in the shotgun, looking to throw. Throws to the middle of the field. Almost picked off again there by Mason Ford, but incomplete.
Well, I thought he was going to get that one, but went right through his hands. He reacted to the tip ball really, really well, and he was there, but it just slid through. Now, Leland Evans is in there at linebacker. Let's see, we got any other? We got Satimi up, Walker Newman. Looks like, who we got over there way on the left? Number 60. for Oskaloosa on defense.
I don't have the roster in front of me. 3rd and 11. Fairfield, they split the receivers. Quarterback drops under pressure, throws, and over the head and through the hands of the intended receiver, incomplete. So it brings up 4th down and long, Fairfield, from their own 34-yard line.
Oh, number 60's Blake Westerkamp, sophomore, has been in there some. So Indians going to drop back Reed Brown and Tyler Miller.
34-7, Oskaloosa lead. Now 2:29 left to go in the third quarter here in Fairfield as the Trojans are set to punt it away. They've punted the ball really well tonight. Not that time, though. It is high and short. Takes a good bounce on the far sideline, and they will down it at the 42-yard line of Fairfield. So Oskaloosa takes over. 1st and 10. And they start this drive at their own 42-yard line. Tyler Miller, 3 touchdowns tonight, 2 rushing and 1 punt return. Reed Brown with a pick 6 to start the game. Aaron Blom with 2 field goals. That's been the scoring tonight for the Indians.
Hold on here. Ike didn't see it.
Okay, now we got it. Still time to get the snap off, and we do. And Will Schultz hands it to Tyler Miller, left side. Tyler making people miss. He's got the first down and more. Another hard run by Tyler Miller across midfield.
That might be against Fairfield.
And then a late flag coming in. So more action after the play. I think you're right. I think this is going against the Trojans.
So for those of you watching at home, we are up here in what Fairfield built as their version of a skybox or luxury suite. It's really a pretty nice room. It's got some memorabilia from past years, and one of the things they have here is a plaque. And as you may know, Fairfield had a great tradition of football in the 70s and 80s, and I've been looking at some of this stuff. It brought back some bittersweet memories of when I was a junior and we lost 2 really tough games to Fairfield.
So it was unsportsmanlike at the end of the play there on Fairfield. So it was an 11-yard gain by Miller and then tack on 15 more on the penalty. Now Schultz lets it go right as it gets hit over on the left side. It is caught.
That was a 2-handed shovel pass.
Yeah, as he was being wrapped up, and I think he just went to his brother Isaac, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Aaron Blom. Brought down to the 27. Pick up a 4, makes it 2nd down and 6.
So on this plaque from 79 through 82, Fairfield went 38-0 in the regular season, 1-1 in the playoffs.
Second
There's
down
another
and 6.
run.
Another run by the Indians, and still going. Pyle still moving once again to the eye care partner red zone. Oskaloosa, that's Tyler Miller again, just not going down. Another big first down for the Indians. Tyler Miller was over 100 yards rushing in the first half, and having another good second half. 1st and 10, Oski from the Fairfield 11. And here's a pass over to the corner right down at the goal line. It is complete to Aaron Blom, just short of the goal line. Looks like it's going to be spotted about the 1-yard line. Should be. Is it enough for the first down? Looks like they're going to say 2nd down. Just short. 2nd and short. And they're just outside the goal line. Oskaloosa keeps it on the ground left side. No signal yet. Don't think he got in. He did not get in. So it's going to be inside the 1-yard line, 3rd down.
Give it to Tyler. Let him get would it be 4?
Yep.
There.
And there it is, Tyler Miller, and he just dances his way straight ahead into the end zone. Touchdown, Indians. Number 4 tonight for Tyler Miller. Short little 1-yard run.
Well, they got some.
Now we'll have running. Well, not quite yet.
Well, 34. They make this No, well, if they go for 2, it would be. And make it.
Nope. Not going to do that. Will Schultz, the holder. Aaron Blom will be the kicker. He's perfect tonight. 2 field goals. Several touchbacks on kickoffs. Has not missed an extra point. And that one is up and through. So Oskaloosa extends that lead 41-7 here over the Fairfield Trojans. You are watching Oskaloosa football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. 24 seconds remain in our third quarter. Oskaloosa leads it 41-7.
At Gardner Collier Jewelry, our goal has always been to provide you with the very best jewelry for your money. From plain gold wedding bands to the most exquisite diamond ring, Gardner Collier has it. Our huge selection is sure to exceed your expectations, and our service is second to none. From sterling silver fashion jewelry to the one-of-a-kind diamond fashion piece, Gardner Collier can fill your jewelry desires. For the very best value in fine jewelry, choose Gardner Collier, Quincy Place Mall, Ottumwa, and Penn Center Mall, Oskaloosa.
Back in the Wood Iron Grill press box here in Fairfield with Doug DeCock. My name is Jamie Brockman. Dane Gardner of OVP, Oskaloosa Video Production, is running the camera for us tonight. Thanks to all of our sponsors who make our coverage possible as well. And, of course, Craig Ford, the presenting partner of the Indians Network. Indians Network is a partnership put together this summer. And the partnership consisting of Thunder Country, KIIC, also Oski News, and MCG. And then we work in conjunction and cooperation with the OVP program, getting those Oskaloosa students some great experience running cameras, producing and directing broadcasts. And they do a fantastic job under the direction of Kim Guile. There's the kick. Again, returnable by Fairfield. They bring it out to a short return to about the 10-yard line.
Well, a good job by
about the 17-yard
by
line.
the Oskaloosa kickoff team there, though. They hold them with inside the 20, and good pursuit by the kickoff team. So it's been a solid effort tonight. You could tell that, they got the whip cracked a little bit this week, and they sure responded, and that's good to see.
1st and 10, Fairfield. Line of scrimmage, their own 17-yard line from the shotgun. Quarterback Farrell keeps it, and he's across the 20. Met about the 23. 24, 7-yard pickup there by the quarterback Farrell, where it'll be 2nd down. Well, big game coming up tomorrow, Doug. What's your pick? Iowa State.
Well, I'm just slightly more of a Hawkeye fan, but I've got a feeling that the Cardinal and Gold rise up tomorrow and they win that thing 30-20.
Really?
I'm going to take Iowa State 30-20 over the Hawkeyes.
Oh, boy, I got to disagree with you there, buddy. I think the Hawkeyes take care of business over in Ames tomorrow. Big day, though. ESPN Game Day is there.
Yeah.
And all eyes around the nation are going to be on Ames, Iowa, as ESPN Game Day covers college football from Jack Trice Stadium. And then, of course, the game between Iowa and Iowa State kicks off, at 3 o'clock, I think, tomorrow from Jack Trice Stadium. So go Hawkeyes.
Yeah, that should be quite an atmosphere up there at Ames. And, Iowa with 2 impressive wins first coming out of the block. They looked really good against Rutgers last week and shutting them out. And then Iowa State struggled in their first game. They had a bye last week. So, it sets up. Iowa's a slight favorite right now, about a 2-point favorite. The line actually came out with Iowa State as a 3.5, 4-point favorite. So that UNI game swayed a lot of bettors to go towards the Hawkeyes.
All right, here we go. 4th quarter now underway here in Fairfield as Oskaloosa leads at 41-7 after 3 quarters. Fairfield has the football with 2nd down and 3 from their own 24-yard line. And they angle it to the left side. Big hole. A lot of running room across the 30, 35, diving out near the 40-yard line. It's a 15 to 16-yard gain for a Fairfield first down. Leland Evans on the stop for Oskaloosa.
Yeah, looks like we got number 76, Ethan Voss, in there now. We'll try to keep you updated as they're starting to filter in some new players here on who's on the field. Sullivan Ty over here at this corner. Reed Brown at one of the safeties still.
2 receivers left, 1 right for Fairfield. 1st and 10. And flags fly at the snap. I believe somebody jumped early there for the Trojans. Yep, false start, Fairfield. That'll back them up 5, so it'll be 1st and 15, moving the ball back to the 37-yard line.
So if you're a sophomore, this is kind of a, it may be 41-7, but if you're getting in the game, you want to show what you can do here. And you want these coaches to trust, to put you in a bigger situation. So, they got to get out there and show them what they can do. Good hustle by Newman.
Quarterback keeper there by Farrell. Yeah, Newman just about had him from behind. Narrowly missed. And then the quarterback, after getting away from Newman, gets to the far corner and picks up about 6 yards.
A good stiff arm there. A couple big class scores, Jamie, in some big games. West Des Moines Valley 28-14 over Kennedy in the 4th. Cedar Falls 28-27 over Ankeny in the 4th. And Xavier with a shutout win 17-0 over Davenport Assumption.
Thank you for those, Double D. Well, he actually gained 11. So it's 2nd down and 4, Fairfield, from their own 43-yard line. Handoff in the backfield and wrapped up and brought down just across the 45 to the 46, near a first down. Snitker was in on that, so was Newman and Gunn. Going to be near a first down, but I think he's just short. Yep, just short. Third and short, Fairfield, from their own 46-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Quarterback's been keeping himself Farrell. He's got the first down and more. He's at midfield, met there and driven down.
Colin Snitker on the tackle.
Yep, Colin Snitker wrapped him up. And another Trojan first down.
Snitker is a sophomore.
Clock rolling, 10:40 left to go in this football game. Oskaloosa controlling it 41-7 here at Fairfield. Looking to go to 2-1 on the season before heading back home the next 2 weeks. Norwalk coming to town next Friday night. They're beating Pella right now. And then 2 weeks, it's homecoming. Grinnell will be the opponent. From the shotgun, quarterback airs it up.
Oh.
The receiver broke free. He goes up in the air. He had it, and then he's hit and dropped it.
What?
That flag came as they were up and walking back to their huddles. So I don't know if there was some jabbering, from the mouth going on or what. Who's number 7 for us?
Andrew Else.
Andrew Else. Else was on the coverage. You can see the flag there. The signal is it's against Oskaloosa. That was a very late flag.
Well, are you sure it's against Oskaloosa?
Oh, wait a minute. They might have pointed to Fairfield. You're right. They did.
It's ineligible man downfield. Wow. All right. Good for them refs for watching that.
So it's a 5-yard penalty. Makes it 1st and 15. First and 15, Fairfield from their own 45-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Quarterback throws on the slant. It is caught. More flags again as he gets across the 45 of Oskaloosa to the 44. But again, flags fly on the play. We got a personal foul against Fairfield.
Well, it's getting a little chippy down there.
Personal foul against Fairfield. So wipe out the catch. On a pretty decent slant pattern there in the middle of the field. It was near a first down. And instead, you now march back to the 30-yard line. A 15-yard mark off on the personal foul. And it's going to be first and forever. First and 30.
That's a long ways.
First and 30 for Fairfield from their own 30 after the personal foul penalty. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Here comes the rush. He lets it go. It's
Somebody's
caught.
helmet came off.
He's got a lot of room to run here as it gets to the middle of the field. Gets away from another tackler. 45,
He's
50.
gone.
He's still going. 40, 30, down the sideline. 20, 10, 5. Great hustle by Cody Gunn.
He got
Cody
him.
Gunn got there and knocked him out in the corner before he could score. That is pure hustle and grit right there by Cody Gunn to not give up the touchdown.
That sure is. That away, Cody. Way to not quit and keep after it.
So, great hustle by Cody Gunn. They don't score the touchdown, but it is first and goal. Huge play there by Fairfield. On a first and 30, Doug. All the way down to the Oskaloosa 4-yard line inside the red zone, first and goal, Trojans. 9:49 left to go in the football game. 41-7, Oskaloosa with the lead over Fairfield. Quarterback keeps it, dancing, trying to find an opening into the end zone.
He's going to lose yards.
Yep, and Oskaloosa wraps him up and drives him back.
Wouldn't that be something if they don't get in because of that good hustle play? He's hurt. Somebody's hurt.
That's one that will definitely be pointed out in film review. I promise you that. The coaches will watch that hustle and grit and never give up there by Cody Gunn. Do have an injured Fairfield player.
Got a couple scores for you here if you want them.
Yeah, go ahead.
We've got, West Branch leading Williamsburg. We don't really care about that one, 39-33. Newton beat Atoma 42-21. Davis County over Van Buren 28-0. Let's see. Let me find something. Knoxville is putting it on Centerville.
Tell you what, I said it earlier, but Knoxville is going to be 3-0. I don't know exactly how good they are, but they're 3-0, and I'll tell you this much: there's a lot of excitement in Knoxville right now about the Panthers.
Well, and here's another thing: Grinnell is making a comeback against ADM. It's now 29-26. At ADM. So Knoxville up 24-3. Norwalk 24-9 over Pella in the fourth quarter. So it looks like Norwalk will come to Oskaloosa next week on a high. Bondurant Farrar.
Oh, that's the quarterback, by the way, that was down. Farrell.
He took some big shots there. He was kind of held up, and nice to see him get back up. Sigourney Keota 75-27 over Albia.
Wow. Big
win for Sigourney tonight.
Yeah, way to go, Coach Jared Jensen and Sigourney Keota. So we are in the Wood Iron Grill press box here at Fairfield High School. Oskaloosa 41, Fairfield 7 with 9:35 left to go in the football game. Injured player coming off the field. That was the quarterback, Farrell, who was dinged up. Second and goal, Fairfield from the Oskaloosa 6-yard line. Start the clock. Quarterback rolls right. Looks to throw into the corner of the end zone. It is broken up incomplete.
They called a penalty. Oh, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah, they're calling a hold on Oskaloosa there.
Push. Pass interference.
Yeah, I called it on Sullivan Ty. So that'll be half the distance of the goal. So it'll bring up or do they replay second down? So it'll be second down and goal.
No,
from the 3.
I think it's first down, isn't it?
Okay, first down.
First down, half distance to the goal.
So first and goal.
Uh-oh.
From the 3.
Touchdown.
Straight forward, and he is in. Touchdown, Fairfield. So Fairfield scores with 9:03 to go in the football game, and they pull within 41-13. Well, the fans are still here on the Fairfield side. That's where we're at over on the home side press box. Hear the band playing there after the touchdown. And still a decent Trojan crowd here supporting their boys. Here's the PAT kick. And it is good. So 41-14 now your score. Oskaloosa still leads big over Fairfield with 9:03 left to play in the football game. You are watching Oskaloosa Indians football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We'll be back.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Call State Farm agent Wendell Campbell at 641-673-4462.
This is more than a bundle.
All right, we are back here in Fairfield in the Wood Iron Grill press box with Doug DeCock. I'm Jamie Brockman. And on the camera tonight from the OVP Oskaloosa video production class at Oskaloosa High School is Dane Gardner. 41-14, Oskaloosa leading it here over Fairfield. 9:03 left to go in this football game. Don't forget, coming up Tuesday night, Oskaloosa volleyball back on the air here on the Indians Network. They'll have a tough weekend tomorrow. They're playing in the Southeast Polk Tournament. They're going to play 5A, highly ranked 5A teams like Ankeny Centennial and Waukee, just to name a couple tomorrow.
Boy, that's great. I love it when teams play that tough competition like that.
Yep.
There's an onside kick. Let's see.
I think Oscar.
Well, they
there's
touched
more
it.
flags flying there after the play.
Let's see. They kick. Yeah.
The onside kick was recovered by Fairfield.
It
was recovered by Fairfield, and then a flag. Here comes the signal. Personal foul, Oskaloosa.
No, now he meant Fairfield.
Okay, personal foul, Fairfield.
Now you got to re-kick it then. You got to go 15 yards and then re-kick it. What? Now it says Oskaloosa.
All right, so he signaled Oski, then he signaled Fairfield, now he signals Oski. So I guess it's personal foul against Oskaloosa. And Fairfield did recover the onside kick. Second time they've done that in the second half. They let off the second half with an onside kick and recovered.
Well, we didn't even go for that one.
9:03 left to play in the football game. Oski 41, Fairfield 14. And after the penalty, they're going to get it deep in Oski territory. Where are they spotting this? Right at the 30-yard line, looks like. First and 10, Fairfield from the shotgun. Quarterback rolls left, keeps it himself, tries to turn the corner. Lots of hitting going on as he fights for the 30-yard line, and it's a short gain.
Well, it's hard to see all the way over there from here.
It is.
I can't hardly see any numbers. Yeah, another. Is that the quarterback again?
Well, it'll be a different quarterback because he's still on the sideline. So just a 1-yard gain there, second down and 9, as he got to the 30-yard line. So it'll be second down and 9, Fairfield, from the Oskaloosa 30-yard line after they recovered the onside kick. And then Oski was called for a personal foul. Two receivers right, one left.
Oh, no.
And more flags, more movement.
Yeah, Bobby got a little anxious on that one. Hey, that's all right, bud. You've had a good night.
Bobby Opheim, yeah, he has had a great
quick
night.
Off the ball.
Working his way into the Oskaloosa lineup tonight and just playing great. Second down and 4 now after the penalty. Second down and 4 from the Oskaloosa 25-yard line. Quarterback keeper starts left, now to the middle, escapes a tackle, spins off another tackle, and he's deep into the red zone across the 15 at the 10-yard line. That's a 15-yard quarterback carry.
Well, 2 missed tackles there, so tackling getting a little sloppy here in the fourth quarter.
So it is going to be first and goal, Fairfield, from the 10-yard line.
Come on, fellas, you don't want to let them get in there.
Fairfield's got 2 receivers split wide right, 1 wide left. First and goal from the Oskaloosa 10-yard line. Handoff, left side, big pile up. Short gain. Actually, loss of 2, they say. So good job there again up front by Oskaloosa. Second and 12 coming up. Still second down and goal. Now from the 12-yard line.
25.
Second and goal, Fairfield from the Oskaloosa 12-yard line. Take the handoff. Quarterback rolls right. He's going to now try to keep it himself and turn and fight for the end zone where he is wrapped up and driven back and flung to the turf. He did get across the 10, I think to the 9, and I'm going to give him 3 yards. It's going to be third and goal. Third and goal. I'm sorry, he got that all the way down to the 2. So third and goal from the Oskaloosa 2-yard line. Oskaloosa led 27-0 at halftime.
Not going to get in there.
Oski holds him out on third and goal. So it'll be fourth down and goal from the 1-yard line. Fourth and goal from the 1. Be a big stop here for Oskaloosa. Fairfield has moved the ball much better in this second half. Fourth and goal from the Indian 1-yard line. Handoff straight up the middle. Touchdown, Fairfield. Touchdown, Fairfield. 1-yard run. I tell you what, Doug.
Well,
big second half here by Fairfield. We were up 34-7 at halftime.
Well, what wasn't it 20? 27. We were up 27-0.
Right.
So we've been outscored 21-14. Soon to be 21-14. Here in the second half.
PAT kick coming up here for Fairfield.
They're going to go for 2.
Yes, they are. They're going to go for it. Quarterback spins, throws.
Oh, picked off by Andrew Else there.
Andrew Else intercepts it. You can't
return that.
Yeah, you can't return a conversion. So Else with the interception, the 2-point conversion, no good. So your score is Oskaloosa 41 and Fairfield 20. 5:21 left to go in this football game from Fairfield High School. You're watching Oskaloosa football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
Every morning before my family and I head out the door for the day, we tell each other to be the one. It's a challenge we make to each other to step up and show kindness when we have the opportunity. I'm Mike Sitzma, funeral director here at Bates Funeral Chapel. I see families in some of their toughest times. However, I get to see our community at its best through the outpouring of love and support they show those affected by loss. I challenge you to join me and my family to look for opportunities daily to be the one.
41-20, Oskaloosa leads Fairfield as we return to the Wood Iron Grill press box. 5:21 left to go in the football game. 41-20 Oski. But again, as we said there, Oskaloosa led 27-0 at halftime. So 20-14 in favor of Fairfield here in the second half.
Okay, now they got everybody up there. This looks like an onside kick. They got their hands team out there along the front line. You got Van Veldhuizen, Ike Schultz, you got Newman, Walker Newman right in the middle. What do they got on that side? Looks like Tyler Miller over. No, they're going to flip-flop. Yeah, that's Tyler. No, number 18. Actually, that's number 18. They're going to flip-flop him. David Nelson out there. Creer behind him.
All right, Fairfield has recovered 2 onside kicks in this second half.
This is their hands team.
So we expect the onside kick right here. Takes a good bounce.
What happened?
And they're throwing flags
Offsides?
before it's done. So somebody might have crossed the line before the kick was made, possibly. Oskaloosa covered it, but...
Well, I think you got to re-kick it. They blew it dead before it was even fielded.
Yep, it's against Fairfield, so they'll have to re-kick.
This is one of the plays that for the safety issues that they're looking at changing or doing away with. There's going to be a day when you're not going to see kickoffs.
Yep, I
because
agree.
It's a violent time in a game when you're running full speed and running into somebody, and you very well could see kickoffs go bye-bye.
There's the onside kick.
No, it didn't go 10 yards. Illegal touching.
Fairfield did get it, but you're right. It didn't go the required 10 yards.
Evidently, we're not going to throw a flag on that. We're just going to say, I don't know if he even realizes it. Oh, there he did. There he threw it. Okay. Well, he doesn't know. What do you mean no flag? He says no flag, illegal touching Fairfield. Boy, they're confusing.
Yeah. Well, again, it's Friday the 13th, and there's the full harvest moon, Doug.
Yeah, there is. And the Hawks and Cyclones do battle tomorrow.
Yes, they do. 41-20, Oski leads. We have 5:21 left to play here in Fairfield. Oski with the ball, good field position starting at the 43 of Fairfield. Still have our starting offense in. Will Schultz still in at quarterback. Fakes to Creer, then gives it to Tyler Miller coming the other direction. Miller with a stiff arm at the 40. Fights out of bounds on the sideline at the 35-yard line. Another hard run there by Tyler Miller for 8 yards. He's going to be up near 200 for this game.
Yeah.
He was over 100 in the first half. What do you have at halftime? He had 102 yards rushing on 14 carries, 2 touchdowns. Picks up 8 there, second down and 2.
Clock running here. No, it's not. 5:14.
Here's the snap, and that handoff is to Wyatt Creer, who just follows blockers straight ahead, hugs the football, and falls across the 35 to the 34-yard line. Short gain, going to be near the first down. Looks like it's short by about the nose of the football. So it'll be 3rd and short, Oskaloosa. Third and short, Indians, just across the 35-yard line of Fairfield. Holmberg comes over to the left side. Snap to Will Schultz. Fakes it to Miller, takes off himself around the corner, now angling back to the middle. He's got the first down and more to the 25-yard line. Gain of 9 for Will Schultz.
Couple updates. 27-9 Norwalk, 4 minutes left in that game. Last we saw, Washington was still leading over Iowa City Liberty in what would be a huge win for the Demons.
Norwalk still leading Pella?
27-9.
Okay.
4 minutes left in the game.
Wow.
So next week at Oskaloosa
is
Community.
That at Pella?
Yeah.
Wow, Pella does not lose at Pella very often.
And like I said, Pella beat DCG. DCG beat Norwalk 27-21. It's just gone around the horn there.
Here's the pitch to Tyler Miller trying to get to the outside of the 1st and 10. And, yep, he has no choice but to just go down.
And then, darn it, twisted his knee. Dang it.
Loss of a couple there, and now Tyler Miller is down after the play.
Oh, you could see that. Hopefully he didn't twist his knee because he was turning and twisting. That's why I was saying just get down.
So you see on your screen there Tyler Miller down after the play. Trainers coming out to look at him. There's Coach Jenkins. Tyler's had a huge game tonight. He's touched the football a lot more tonight, and he has produced every time. Again, I don't have the numbers yet, but I'm guessing around, going to be close anyway, if not more than 200 yards rushing tonight for Tyler Miller.
Boy, this is not good.
He's got 2 rushing touchdowns and a punt return for a touchdown tonight.
And you could just see all the Fairfield guys over there. There was going to be no place to go, but he's not the type of kid that's just going to go down. I was sitting there going, get down, get down. And then somebody got around his legs and he started twisting, and that's when you can get some knees and ankles dinged up.
So timeout on the field for the injury to Oskaloosa's Tyler Miller. We will take a timeout as well, and we'll come back and, we'll actually stay here as they get Tyler Miller up.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Looks like he's walking okay.
Yeah.
Just gave him a little bit of time to shake it off. Now, I don't know that you'll see Tyler back in the football game now.
Well,
3:36 to go.
Well, not with a 3-touchdown lead. You know, you hate to see somebody get hurt in this juncture of the game.
So it was a loss of 1 on the play. It's 2nd and 11. Line of scrimmage is the 27-yard line of Washington.
Andrew Else comes in for Miller. Creer in motion. There's a little swing to Creer.
And they swing it to him in the backfield. And bobbled it for a second. Then he gets possession, dives across the 30 to the 29. It's actually going to be a loss of 3. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 14 to go here for the Indians. Third down, 14. Line of scrimmage, the Fairfield 29-yard line. Oskaloosa leading at 41-20. Clock ticking, 2:45 to go in the football game. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Schultz in the backfield. He throws up the middle, and it is incomplete. He was going to Holmberg, and Holmberg was laid out head on there as the ball went through his hands at the 10-yard line, incomplete.
Yeah, you could see that coming, and Holmberg, you know what? That was a nice, clean hit.
Yep.
See how he hit him with his shoulder, and everybody got back up there.
So you want to see a long field goal, Doug. Here you go, buddy.
All right.
Line of scrimmage is a 29-yard line. Here comes number 3, Aaron Blom, to try to connect on a 46-yard field goal. He's got 2 already tonight from 34 and I believe 37 yards. He does hold the school record for the longest field goal that he hit when he was a freshman.
All right. This is what I wanted to see.
All right. 46-yard field goal attempt for Aaron Blom. Kick is up.
It's got enough.
And it is
good.
46-yard field goal for Aaron Blom with 2:33 left to go in the football game. And Oskaloosa extends that score to 44-20 over Fairfield.
Well,
46-yard field goal for Aaron Blom.
And hopefully the Fairfield coaches understand that that's not trying to rub your face in it, that he has been injured. They do need to work on field goals with him in there. It's his first game, and, that doesn't create any hard feelings there.
Well, Blom has several touchbacks on kickoffs tonight. He is perfect on extra points, and he's got 3 field goals. So pretty good welcome back to the field for Aaron Blom. 2:33 left to go in the game here in Fairfield. Oskaloosa 44, Fairfield 20. You're watching live on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. And I understand we're now live on Thunder Country 96.7 KIIC, so we'll say hello to all the Thunder Country listeners out there. We are in Fairfield, Iowa with Doug DeCock. I'm Jamie Brockman. Oskaloosa leading this one 44-20 over Fairfield with 2:33 to go.
Aaron Blom just connected on a 46-yard field goal for the Indians.
He has 3 field goals on the night at 34, 37, and 46 yards. Of course, he's a senior. He is committed as a preferred walk-on to the University of Iowa. And there's a kickoff right at the goal line taken by Fairfield. Escapes the tackle at the 15.
Uh-oh.
And you got to blow that one dead. Everybody's piling up there at the 15-yard line. A lot of running for a short return. And Fairfield will take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. 2:16 to go in the game. Oski 44 and Fairfield 20. 1st and 10 Trojans from their own 15-yard line. Oskaloosa home next Friday night hosting Norwalk. Norwalk beating Pella tonight, at last we knew, in Pella.
Yeah, they're going to beat Pella tonight. We're just waiting for a final to come on that.
That is a huge win for Norwalk. District play starts 2 weeks from tonight.
Washington 38-31 over Liberty in the fourth quarter.
2 receivers right, 1 left for Fairfield. They keep the football on the ground across the 15. Pile moves forward a bit to about the 17. 2-yard gain. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 7.
PC lost tonight to Iowa City Regina 45-13. So a rough start for the Eagles here in 2019.
Of course, coming up on Thunder Country in 96.7 KIC when we're done here in Fairfield. You want to stay tuned for the locker room show, scores, and chats with coaches from around the area, local area. Oh, fumbled snap, but the quarterback picks it up, and then a huge run as he's out across the 30, tripped up, falls down at the 32-yard line. He gains 14 yards on a fumbled snap in the shotgun that he picked up and took off. So the scoreboard show will be coming up, or rather, I'm sorry, the locker room show, the Summers Insurance locker room show will be coming up here when we're done in Fairfield. And then, of course, at 11 o'clock tonight, it is the statewide scoreboard show.
That's a good show.
With Wendell and Tony and John.
They have a good time.
Yeah, they do. Ooh, this one's coming back. There's a flag on the play I didn't see. So wipe out that big run by Fairfield. And it comes from the spot. 10 yards from the spot, so it moves it back to the 10-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd down and 15 for the Trojans. Quarterback looking to throw. Under pressure. Rolls left. Throws. And it is intercepted. It's caught.
Nice pass and catch there.
Yeah, he dropped that right in the mid, didn't he?
Out to the 34-yard line for Fairfield. So, minute 11 left. The Indians lead by 24. They were favored by 19. It's amazing how close that BC Moore can get.
It is. So that catch moves it out to the 34-yard line of Fairfield. So Oskaloosa led 27-0 at halftime. Fairfield actually playing pretty well in the second half as they put up 20 points on the board. Quarterback looking to throw, under pressure, rolling right. He's going to keep it and run. He's to the 40. And he'll be swarmed at the 43-yard line, picks up 9.
Well, we got all kinds of new players in there. I'll try to catch you up here. 68. Let's see. Will Campbell in there. Will Campbell's in there, Rob's boy. What do we got? 77. Bryce Bierbauer in there.
28.
What's that, 28?
One of our corners. Second down and short. Fairfield looks to go to the air. They throw it up. It
Picked
is
off.
intercepted.
Reed Brown.
Interception, Oskaloosa. It is Reed Brown. That's his second interception of the night. He got Oskaloosa scoring started tonight as he intercepted a pass and took it for a pick six, 38 yards, just 55 seconds into the game. And Reed Brown with a pick six put Oski up early. Just got his second interception of the night.
Yeah, so all in all, Jamie, a good night here in Fairfield. Good bounce back.
Well, it's exactly what the doctor ordered after last week.
Yep.
Granted, Fairfield, not the toughest competition we're going to see this season. We know that. They know that. But to come out here and be able to do the things they did tonight and you work the adjustments and get the success, now you go back and you're a whole new team in practice on Monday and films tomorrow.
Well, and you get a look at a lot of players and see how they did. And
so that's actually going to be the final play of the game as the clock winds down. And it shows all zeros. So that's it, folks. Final score. Oskaloosa wins it on the road. 44-20 over Fairfield. Big win for the Oskaloosa Indians. 44-20 over Fairfield. Oski goes to 2-1 on the year, and they come back home next Friday night as they will be hosting Norwalk, a team that is most likely going to beat Pella tonight. And they'll bring that momentum to Lacey Stadium next Friday night. It's going to be a big game. Oski and Norwalk. And we'll have it right here on the Indians Network for you next Friday. Pregame at 7, kickoff at 7:30. So thank you to everybody listening on Thunder Country 96.7. Don't forget the Locker Room Show coming up shortly there. Here for our Indian Network viewers and listeners, we're going to go ahead and take a break and figure up some stats. Don't go away, though. We'll be back with our postgame show coming up. We'll look at the numbers and stats, and we'll talk about what is to come for Oskaloosa football and live Indian sports to come here on the Indians Network in the week ahead. 44-20, Oskaloosa with the win over Fairfield to go to 2-1 on the season. We will take a break. We'll be back with our post-game show coming up. Don't go away.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
If you want to save more,
If you want a butcher who knows more,
If you want fewer aisles and more value,
less quantity, more quality,
if you want more of this,
and this.
and this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
With 16 bays and several trained technicians, Bill & Ray's operates the finest diesel engine repair and towing service in Southeast Iowa. They perform complete engine repair, electronic diagnostics on all types of engines, drivetrain rebuilding, fleet service, and motor coach repair, along with 24-hour wrecker service with no limit on travel radius. Bill & Ray's will get you back on the road. Bill & Ray's, Highway 23 Oskaloosa, and proud supporter of Oski Indians activities.
My name is Amanda Seeley, and I've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office for 15 years now. I'm a mother of 3 little boys, and since having them, they've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office in Oski Dental. It's been really seamless. I expected a little few hiccups, but he just has this approach that they're very comfortable again. You're the best! We're going to shoot for being a lifelong patient.
Every morning before my family and I head out the door for the day, we tell each other to be the one. It's a challenge we make to each other to step up and show kindness when we have the opportunity. I'm Mike Sitzma, a funeral director here at Bates Funeral Chapel. I see families in some of their toughest times. However, I get to see our community at its best through the outpouring of love and support they show those affected by loss. I challenge you to join me and my family to look for opportunities daily to be the one.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Call State Farm agent Wendell Campbell at 641-673-4462.
Come experience Penn Central Mall. With a variety of shops, services, restaurants, and more, Penn Central is the place to go for all your shopping and entertainment needs. Grab a gourmet grilled cheese at Wonder Lunch, shop the latest trends at Maurice's, find the perfect gift at Gardner Collier, or enjoy a night out with ice cream and retro arcade games at Old School Pinball and Arcade. Penn Central also has numerous public events scheduled throughout the year to provide fun for the whole family. Find them on Facebook to stay up to date with deals and upcoming events. Walk, shop, enjoy. Penn Central Mall.
When he's not nursing residents with special needs, James Passion is improving his family residence. Hillary? When she's not teaching undergrads, she's cooking up fun for Carson and Owen. The local home loan experts at Midwest One help them buy their home, pay down principal, make improvements, and build up equity. Their local mortgage service was so easy and affordable that James and Hillary even referred a friend. For local mortgage service, choose Simply Better Banking from Midwest One.
At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health.
Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good, on or off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab. Kinetic Edge offers friendly and knowledgeable professionals who will get to know you and your goals to help you get back to doing what you love in no time. Find out more at kineticedgept.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Wood Iron Grill press box here in Fairfield. Oskaloosa bounces back from last week's setback at Washington with a 44-20 road win tonight here at Fairfield, and the Oskaloosa Indians came out quick and just kind of took control of the game. Second half, some of that energy and momentum seemed to die a little bit, and Fairfield was able to put up 20 on the board in the second half. But overall, just a great game by Oskaloosa, and on the opening drive of the game, Reed Brown with a big play on defense, intercepts a pass, takes it back 38-40 yards for a touchdown. That was less than a minute into the game, and Oskaloosa was out to a 7-0 lead and just kind of set the tone from there. Tyler Miller, 3 touchdowns tonight in the game, 2 rushing, and 1 big 58-yard punt return. So those are just some of the stats that stand out, but great game tonight by Tyler Miller. He left the game late after going down with an injury, or it looked like. He walked off the field okay. So I don't have an update on that, but we hope that nothing too serious there for Tyler Miller. Looking at the final stats before we sign off tonight, for Oskaloosa, total offense, 296 yards on 55 plays. And for Fairfield, right up there, 255 yards offense on 60 plays. Most of that in the second half. They only had 32 yards offense at halftime. Rushing-wise, Oski, 31 rushes, 175 yards. And through the air, Schultz was 15 of 24 tonight. And he did have the one interception, 121 yards through the air, and 175 on the ground tonight for Oskaloosa. So individually, Tyler Miller on the ground, 22 carries tonight, 144 yards and 3 touchdowns. Will Schultz, 5 carries for 25 yards. In the air tonight, Will Schultz, 15 of 24, 121 yards, 1 interception, no touchdowns. On the receiving side, Aaron Blom, 4 catches for 55 yards. Miller caught 4 for 13. Isaac Schultz, 3 catches for 27 yards, and Noah Van Veldhuizen caught 2 for 27 yards as well. On defense, leading tackler tonight, Cody Gunn with 9 tackles. Also, Kenny Satimi, 9 tackles tonight. So looks like the right choice to make him a one-way player on defense only for Kenny Satimi. Leland Evans got a lot of plays tonight. He had 6 tackles. Walker Newman with 5. And between those 4 players, 4.5 tackles for loss during the game. Again, 3 touchdowns by Tyler Miller tonight, 2 rushing and 1 punt return. Other Oskaloosa scores came on a 34-yard field goal by Aaron Blom in the first quarter. Aaron Blom had a 37-yard field goal with no time on the clock right before halftime. And then Aaron Blom, a 46-yard field goal for the final score of the game for Oski. So 3 field goals tonight for Aaron Blom, 34, 37, and 46 yards, and 3 touchdowns by Tyler Miller, 2 on the ground and 1 on a punt return. All in all, good night for Oskaloosa to bounce back from last week, and now they turn their focus to Norwalk, a team that beat Pello tonight. So they've got a lot of momentum coming into Oskaloosa next Friday night. And we'll have it for you right here on the Indians Network with our pregame coverage at 7 o'clock, kickoff at 7:30 next Friday night as we come back home to Lacey Stadium. Also, don't forget, Tuesday night this coming week, it's Oskaloosa Volleyball on the Indians Network as Oskaloosa will be in action after that huge win over DCG, number 5 ranked on Tuesday night. And now the Indians have a tough tournament tomorrow. They'll be in action at Southeast Polk, then coming home on Tuesday. And you can watch that action right here on the Indians Network on Tuesday as well. So I want to say thanks to my partner, Doug DeCock, on the broadcast tonight. Also, big thanks to our camera operator from Oskaloosa High School and the OVP program, Dane Gardner, making the trip here tonight. Thanks to Kim Guile as well. And all of our sponsors who make our coverage possible right here on the Indians Network. Can't do it without any of them. So for all of us at the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford, my name is Jamie Brockman. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Indians win big on the road, 44-20. We'll see you at home next Friday night right here on the Indians Network. Good night, everybody.